All right, messages sent. Greetings, everyone. How are you all doing? Hope everybody's doing all right. Let me check my camera real quick. And yeah, it looks like my camera is doing what it's supposed to do. Jump back in the game. Oh, let me bring up my chat as well. Yomigami, what's going on, man? How are you? Hope things are going well. And bring my chat over. And bam, we are in business. Hope things are good with you, man. I ain't got no complaints. Ooh, I forgot. That's right. I had just leveled up. So what did we do in the last one? Oh. So we dealt with the rebels that were located here on my Janus planet, which is where I get my food from. And now we've got to talk to the governess to see what the heresy options are for her. This should absolutely be interesting. What's going on, Frost? How are you? The artificer's got to partake in some Inferno Piker. My audio is muffled. Is it muffled for you too, Yomigami? Here, hold on. Let me check my settings real quick. Yeah, it's got the right mic, but here, hold on 1 second. Oh, okay, it's back on now. I rebooted it. Let's see if that fixes the issue. Let me know if it still sounds muffled, Frost. And let me know for everybody else if it sounds muffled for you. Threed, what's going on, man? How are you? Okay, so Yomigami, you say it's a little bit low, but you can hear it. Uh, you was is inching closer to the time. Uh, you can hopefully play. Excited? Yeah, it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. My audio is max. Is at max AI. That's why I mentioned it. Okay. All right. So now it sounds okay. Awesome. Okay. Hopefully that clears up the issues. But if I need to adjust it some more, just let me know, and I'll bring the mic a little bit closer just to be sure. Oh, it's fine now. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Cool business. Now, let's see. I need to do some level ups for you guys. Willpower is what I need for you. And then you're at level 20, but we already did. Yeah, we already did site rating 2. All right, so I'm at level 21. Blazing Inferno. Backdraft. Body of Flames. Oh, that's right, yeah. We don't need that. What's Relentless Blaze? When we're burning, we should be... Yeah, we're not at that point. Ooh. This bonus is increased. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, and also I could do biophysical distortion. That's an option as well. Okay. Apply that. Awesome. Good to hear, 3. What's going on? If an enemy suffers a critical hit, a new opens created on the enemy on whichever side is close to the assassin. That's interesting. Dodge and dodge reduction. Oh, wait. An eye for the unscathed, right? Eye for the unscathed. And then you, I think we go agility with you. Agility or perception? I think we go agility. But we might have to respect you. We'll see. You definitely take toughness. And then you, we don't use taunting all that much, to be honest with you. Resilient beacon, critical hits, definitely want to keep those from happening. You will definitely focus on your stuff down here. I don't know what's still important for you down here. Allies that are turned, no. Unnatural lure, not yet. Allies are turned, no. Damn the Sea of Souls. What's this? Enemies have their armor reduced. This reduction is increased. You know what? I like that. So, suffer an additional damage from all attacks of opportunity. Fail a resistance against them. Whenever an enemy fails a resistance, because an attacks against them gain critical hit chance. The effect stacks, but is reset by a critical hit. Oh, Veil degradation. Oh, I never got this. I kind of probably should, right? Especially since I'm going to be using the psyker powers left and right, and then give you some extra willpower. I completely forgot about that. Bandits. Grand strategist. What's going on with you? I know what's going on with you. Blurred locust, even though I don't have that yet. Can we use a second time for 0? What's this? What's the one we took called? Oh, we got combat locust for her. Okay. Well then, blurred locust makes sense. Respite zone. Let's see. We took. We haven't done that. We haven't done that. Disputed zone. Fired will. Made by every ally. For the back line. Which one is back line? Yeah, that could be useful. And then shield. Oh, she can't take fellowship anymore. What was I increasing stellar fellowship? Oh, ballistic skill. Well, I'm never using her firearm ability though. It almost makes more sense to take intelligence, to be honest with you. And you know what? Yeah, especially because from a skill standpoint, it'll help as well. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then finally you're going to also, okay, so you already have this. What's ambush do again? It does that. Deadly calculation, no. Imminent demise. Killing spree, yep, we'll take that, and he'll continue increasing agility. Excellent. Okay, now finally, let's get back to what we were doing. So there's a governess that we're supposed to be dealing with. Does my formation look right? It doesn't. Why is my formation off? No, this is the way it's supposed to be. All right. Oh, there, Abelar's all the way up there. Okay, and then they can just close in. Cool. All right, I've never done this as a heretic before, so it could be interesting. We'll see. I assume there's some sort of option to just leave her in place and let her continue to do her chaotic experiment. So it might be that we are actually not headed towards a fight.
The world will bow.
Up here, up here. Whoa. Lady Von Valancius, we are most delighted to welcome you as our guest. I was just asking who I would like to take with me. My entourage will accompany me. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, look at that feast laid out. Come on, y'all. You don't have to take your sweet time. It's unnecessary. Greetings, your ladyship. How may I be of assistance? The tech priest mentioned ancient ruins belonging to the Xenos. I know what you are referring to. Strange structures of an unknown material. For the prevention of any unfortunate accidents, I ordered the area to be declared out of bounds for all. Some things are better off left under a thick layer of dirt, beyond the grasp of even the enlightened minds of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You are forcing settlements to pay their tithes in human bodies. What? Really, Commander High Slanderer, you speak as if you actually believe the claims of those wretched peasants. I do not ask anyone to pay the tithes in human bodies. I am reducing the burden on the settlements which have suffered as a result of unsuccessful experiments involving enriched food, and I'm gathering the worst affected subjects, those who are no longer capable of work, for further study. Some among my circle will call such concern for the underclass a weakness which may have incited rebellion among the emboldened rabble. Cassia nods in understanding. Theobald and Felic tried to limit the effect my powers had on the low-born servants of Urac 5. The stations and laboratoriums ran experiments on those who had the misfortune of losing their minds because of my gift. These tests increased our servants' lifespan, and then they joined Felic's side. Cassia and her perspectives on the peasants never fails to be humorous. What's going on, Mr. Loser? How are you, man? Delicious corpse starts. Hell of a misspell. What's going on? Okay, so the rebels' last option is at the bottom. Rumors have reached me about oddities among Janus's population. I don't deny it. Some of our experiments exact a higher toll on the population than others. You see, recently one of the noble families of Janus has taken on the difficult task of enhancing the attributes of our workers. So far, it has involved introducing experimental supplements to their food and mental conditioning in monitored settlements. Sometimes procedures are disrupted and part of the population suffers from side effects. The specialist of the Gravas family will be better placed to inform you on this topic, but alas, they are currently engaged in the field. Bozo, what's going on? Oh, hello from Paris. Hey, I appreciate you coming in from across the sea. Can't sleep? Hey, hopefully this will be a nice way for you to stay up for a little while. How refreshingly novel. The rich treating the common folk like dirt and coating it all with the best intentions. Jay's usually honeyed voice now grates like rusted metal. You neglected to mention the strange changes in the planet's flora and fauna. Magos Vinzelex is a very wise man, but his fixation on evolutionary processes seems a little extreme to me. Janus was heavily cultivated, forests were cleared, and mountains raised across half of the planet. They raised mountains? Good Lord. It is no surprise that we are still noticing the consequences of those changes. It's possible that the plant mutations are connected to waste runoff from the harvesting equipment, and the changes in wildlife behavior could be a reaction to the expansion of the cultivated area. Vistenza shakes her head with a laugh. Are you surprised by my knowledge of the topic? Our whole dynasty has dedicated itself to taming Janus, this plentiful yet stubborn planet. Every member of the Viad bloodline is versed in the fundamentals of planetary engineering and its consequences. I found the rebels' nest, Vistenza. Have you really, your ladyship? And what have you learned? Xenos were the ones behind the rebellions. They're dead now. Xenos? On Janus? What horror has been lurking right on our doorstep? I owe you a debt that cannot be repaid, your ladyship. Vistenza sweeps into a low bow before you. You have woven your web of deceit in vain. You can no longer hide behind the veil of ignorance. Commander Highlander has seen the evidence of your deeds, heard the cries of tormented Lilithan, walked amidst the decay that you brought to the maiden world. Enough of your lies, chaos wretch. Me playing as a Nightblade in Skyrim. I usually play as a spell axe. I'm curious if and when I do play Wrath of the Righteous, I want to go Winter Witch, but wonder what mythic path I should go. Been told either Aeon or Lich will go well with Winter Witch. Do you plan to be a good aligned or evil aligned Winter Witch? Legend path works for all classes. Yep, I definitely agree with that as well. Shinrugo, what's going on, man? How are you? Hello there. Need to get back to this game one day, but like a Dragon and Persona 3 Reload will be taking my time up for the foreseeable future. Let me know what you think of Like a Dragon. I heard that the previous Yakuza game was a really highly acclaimed turn-based game, and I'm thinking about maybe giving Like a Dragon a try, or maybe the one before that, since I heard they're kind of connected story-wise. So definitely interested in what people think. Yrilet! Vistenza exclaims breathlessly. How dare you, you filthy vermin! How have you flayed for that outburst? Your ladyship, what is going on? The colors are darting to and fro like startled shadows. The colors know that they are the veil that stands between the soul and the truth. If the veil falls, all will turn red and purple. Even now, I can already see the muted purple seeping through. Heretical. Everyone has their secrets, I suppose. Everything between us can remain as it was. Thank you, your ladyship. Your wisdom and indulgence toward your inferiors do you credit as a member of the Von Valancius dynasty. Enough, Monkey! Yrilet raises her weapon. Kayla Mincha, guide my hand as it crushes evil. You make a mistake in thinking that anyone will come to your aid on my world. Servants, to me! Wait, what? It forces me to fight? Nope, we're not gonna do that. All right. So I'm going to go up to the ship, and I assume there's a heretical way to keep the governor in power. And I want to see what that ending is like. So we're going to go back, leave Yrilet at the ship. Damn. That's annoying. Mythic Path is very... What's going on, Soko? Mythic Path is very preference-based, definitely. All Mythic Paths work to a degree regardless of your class.
Embrace
Mechanically, yes,
true
but
power.
thematically, some classes just don't work, some Mythic Paths, rather, just don't work all that well if you're trying to be good aligned or you're trying to be evil aligned. Like, you don't have to do all the evil options if you play as Lich, but just in general, it's very, very difficult to play a good aligned Lich well in a way that I feel at least would be fun. Right, you, and then take you out, and then you shouldn't have an issue, so we'll put you in and then see what happens from there. Law-based. So you want to be a lawful Winter Witch? Then yeah, definitely Aeon is where you want to go. Also love Lich spells. Aeon is also good because severe reduction in resistances, but Lich has Master Spell. Lich has Master Spell, and it also goes up to spell level 10.
Intriguing.
Oh, but you know what? Maybe not for Witch, though. I think you would have to be like a wizard in order to get that, so I take that back. But yeah, wizard Lich is going to give you much more robust spell book, which could be really helpful because there are a lot of spells that witches don't get. So that's also something to consider. Wonder if this conversation will go different if you're alone. Yep, I do too, and we're gonna find out. Well, or at least without. First, we're gonna do it without what's her name, and then if it still ends up in a fight, we're gonna do it completely by ourselves. But I really, really want to leave her in charge if at all possible. My entourage will accompany me. Swarm is definitely not narratively conducive to any good paths. Exactly. You know, I can just skip that scene. There we go. Do all that, do all that, do all that, do all that. Now I found the Rebel's Nest. Xenos were behind it. Let's not beat around the bush, Governor Viet. Extremely serious allegations have been leveled against you, which the Inquisition wishes to bring to your attention. Your actions, whether directly or indirectly, serve the purposes of the arch enemy. How dare you? Will not tolerate the insults. Heretical. Everything can remain as it is. Thank you. Okay. Whoa! A regrettable display of weakness, rogue traitor. The air around Heinrix begins to crackle with electric discharge. In the name of the Inquisition, I sentence you to death. Make a mistake. Okay, so maybe you do need to be alone. Interesting. Yeah, autosave. Let's load up that autosave. Swarm is the best for good paths. Nobody's going to hurt anyone else ever again after you're done with the world. Well, that's certainly one way to look at it. The Heretic economy explicitly says otherwise, unfortunately. Unless they changed it, you leave that portal open. Yep. That's what I remember saying. Didn't feel like it had the implication of eating everything that came out of here, but been a cool minute. No, that's the way I remember it. I want to speak with the governor alone. I might go cross-blooded Silver Dragon Bloodline, then go Lich and click White Dragon Bloodline. Kairos, what's going on? How are you? Got to speak to her alone, I think. Have a choice before you go in. Okay, that's what I've done now. So hopefully now we can get the result we want. And Xenos were behind it. What? So you only get a heretical option if you have your allies with you? That kind of sucks. Well then, now that the source of rebellious sentiment has been eliminated, I believe we can move on to other issues. So here, maybe I need an accuser. You stand accused of worshiping the ruinous powers of Vistenza. Ooh, by whom? Rebels? Those who try to murder me? Are you really going to believe the foul words of those enemies of humanity? Heretical. Everyone has their secrets, I suppose. Everything between us can remain as it was. Thank you. Excellent. Let's not waste any more time. We should discuss what Janus can offer now that the problem with the rebels has been resolved. I will issue all necessary instructions for the preparation of supplies. You will receive reports on the first results in the near future, Commander Highslanderer. Let's take my leave. Return to the ship. But my only concern is... Hold on. So, it did that. But it did not give me an option to get supplies to whatchamacallit. So, let's talk with her again. And no, there's nothing. Rumors, the tech priest, what do you grow? Huh. Maybe I need to talk to this person outside? It helps if you're familiar with the Like a Dragon storyline somewhat, as there are characters that link the new game and the previous Yakuza titles, but you could play without knowledge of that. Got you, got you. Oh, you're cool, just head back? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Kairos, appreciate it. I said that Alka doesn't understand or write evil very well. I don't think I agree with that, because I at least when I compare it to a lot of other developers, like if I compare Wrath of the Righteous to Baldur's Gate 3, I think an evil playthrough in Wrath of the Righteous is much more satisfying than what Larian came up with. That's exactly what Threed said. Yeah. Compared to the other options that we have, I think Owlcat does a very solid job.
Let's seize the opportunity.
With your evil opportunities. All right, now let's head back and see does what's her name leave me because I forgave the governor. Gold, silver, bloodline, water base, and use necrotic spells too. Yep, that could be interesting. I barely remember Wrath of the Righteous mechanics now, so I'm really looking for. Hey, you were right. Just head back to the ship. Fantastic. Wait, what? Whoa. All right, we now have control over the granaries of Janus. The promise of help given to the liege of Footfall of Ladam Takara can now be fulfilled, should a rogue trader so desire. Requires heretical follower. Ooh, so the other ones are just options you could choose that are aligned with a specific dogmatic or what the hell is it? Conviction, I guess is what they call them now. But this one, you would have to be at a certain level in order to get it, and I am at that level. Allow the servants of the arch enemy to prepare the special cargo for the defiling of Footfall, and you will gain 8 profit factor. Why not? Governor Vistenza Viat's circle have embraced the cause with fervor. It will not be long before the shipments of contaminated provisions spark a special reverence among Footfall residents toward their high-born benefactor. To welcome the new rogue trader, the Adeptus Mechanicus planetary office brought to the ship an offering of several versatile macro combines, ancient machines whose carcasses have been found on Janus and carefully restored. The sacred steel titans will serve the Von Valancia's dynasty. Ooh, nice, very, very nice. Very few games do evil to a great degree. Yep, evil needs to be nuanced, intricate to be enticing. See, tyranny, murder hobo is the most common trend for evil writing. Yep, I can't wait to play Tyranny again. Definitely more impactful and multi-dimensional representations of evil out of Owlcat. Absolutely. I hate that they made things strictly evil or strictly good. The choices were slightly better in Kingmaker. Were there? I only played through Act 1, I think, in my replay of Kingmaker. Maybe when I get further into it, I'll see more of what you're talking about, because I felt like there was a really clear distinction in Kingmaker as well. I feel like the Dragon Age series did much better at giving you options of gray, and Witcher series is of course very famous for that as well. But I didn't feel that way about Kingmaker, and certainly not Wrath of the Righteous. Also playing Pillars of Eternity 2. Yep, Pillars of Eternity 2 provides more areas of gray. It's also the master of nuanced evil fuckboys. Still reasonable enough. Literally, if there's no evil fuckboy, then it's not an Outcat game. This is actually a great point that I've never thought about. Was an extremely well-written evil character. He really deserved more content. Absolutely deserved more content. Must pass with a demolition penalty on a failed toughness that they become blinded. Oh, they can be blinded, slowed, and or disturbed. Okay, that's interesting. Or we can get Star Blight. This is a Drukhari weapon. We don't use Drukhari sniper rifles. And 1 profit factor, 1 complacency. I'm not worried about that. What's this? Grants plus 10 bonus to strength, toughness, and agility, and inflicts a negative 10 penalty to intellect, perception, and willpower for 2 rounds. I'll probably go with this. Execute. There we go. We'll look at those other options later. And I don't have any other colonies, right? Because the other place that I could have had as a colony, I think I turned it into a chaos world. Oh well, you know, crack a few eggs and all that kind of stuff. I feel low on plasteel. Ooh, so I got 6 extractums now. That's very nice, very nice. All right, now let's do a we should talk to what's her name, but Yrilet, but I want to get back out into the world, so I'm not going to bother with that right now. Might Winter Witch evil and do heavy burst damage. Which Regil could be influenced to change opinions. It's more about, yes, I'll work with a drunken sheep to kill demons. That is absolutely his personality. All right, let's go here. Warp travel. The tranquility of the warp jump was disturbed by reports of frightening sounds and visions that descended upon the crew. Hundreds of people reported knocking and screaming behind the bulkheads of the void vessel. The sound of nails scratching against the hull and the elongated Aldari-like shadows thrashing about the long passageways. The phenomenon was most prominent in the far corner of the officer deck, where the new Lord Captain's companion named Yrilet had made her home. The ship left the hostile immaterium and returned to real space. What is our new companion doing on the ship? All right, let's visit here. What's going on over here? You had lawful evil, chaotic good, neutral good, obstinate kingmaker. Clearly defined alignment decisions. That's how they are better. But isn't it the same way in Wrath of the Righteous? It's been a while since I did a full playthrough of either game. But I thought in both games they gave you dialogue options based on the alignment that you had. So what do you see as the difference? Lawful evil was fun in Kingmaker. I'll give you that. Lord Captain, the Vox systems intercepted a distress signal coming from an Imperial vessel. The system contains a ship that belongs to the planetary fleet of Dargonis, the capital of the Von Valancius dynasty. The transmission is repeated at regular intervals, but the message itself is corrupted, a cacophony of requests for help, groans, and shouts. What in the world? It is your name they are shouting, Lord Captain. Ha ha. We'll just have to see about them, won't we? Trophies. Oh, that's right. We also should check the shops at some point, see if they give us anything new and interesting. Scan. Plasteel. I'm not getting more plasteel unless I have to. Oh, speaking of which, do I have any more contracts? Not more contracts, but I can complete that contract, and now I need more plasteel, so I guess I should go ahead and pick this up, huh? I remember plasteel being the most plentiful of all the resources, so I don't want to waste all my extractums this time picking up a bunch of it. Nope, Wrath of the Righteous was just evil, just chaotic, just good, just lawful. Oh, I see. Whereas Kingmaker was more granular in the options it provided. It's good. It has Got you. Got you. Okay, that's a great call out. Scub, what's going on? Yeah, some people come in and out. So sometimes there's multiple people on the stream with me, other times there's not. I just leave it up there so that people know they can join into the game if they want to. Let's see. And this is my correct team, so yeah, we'll go with that. Gutted Void Ship. Hensler, what's going on, man? How are you? It hasn't been a chaotic day for me, but it's been a good one. I got no complaints. Hope you can say the same. All right. I don't remember this at all. Gutted Void Ship. Clearly, there's a fight coming up, but which fight? And let's make sure you are prepared for it, ma'am. And you got more AP. We're going to give you some more willpower. And what's this? Do you need... where is that? Psi rating 2! The best gets a little bit better. I love it. All right. We already got Saber to Kill. We do. So on this one, you need... What's it called? Aftershock? The target suffers half as much mental damage at the end of their next turn. That's one we definitely want. Mental Breach. Pain Channel. Is this it? Kills an enemy with psychic power, dealing more damage. The excess damage will be dealt to the enemy close to the target. There we go. Pain Channeling. And okay, and next time she gets another ability, her next level up, Idira is finna be a monster. You'd rather write out of metallic or crystalline dragon, mythic path. I go crystalline dragon. Yeah, I've heard a couple of people say that before, honestly. What is this? You're stuck here. Oh, the mutants. The mutants. Okay, now I remember you all. Let's get a little bit closer here. Wait a minute. Why does it look like my formation's off? Because it is. What's all this? It's not even letting me here. Fine. You are not here. You are here. Actually, I feel like you are here. And I am not good at putting things and they're lining them up properly. Not my forte. But here, that's good enough. Okay. And
how may I serve the dynasty?
But your struggles are in vain.
Or
Cassia. Let's see. We'll bring Cassia down here. And, you know, oh, that's right. He can, yeah, that's fine. Here, we'll bring you over here. And then bring her over here. Bring her over here. I guess she can chill over here, I guess. Maybe over here. Yeah, because they're all physical, I think. The majority of them, at least. And then Heinrix can be the one to come out. Let's see. It's going to take a long time before he can hang back over here. Let's see. There's you. You know what? He'll come over for him. You're almost done for. Okay, we'll see how this works. I always almost forget. Here we go.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I didn't see any mods for Crystalline Dragons for Wrath. I know they have some for BG3, but that game is meant to be mods, to be honest. Yeah, they got Crystalline mods for BG3. That's pretty cool.
anything else?
All right, you.
But
you.
of course.
And
anything
you.
else?
And then let's see, can she get to you, she could, but nobody would die. Nobody would die for you either. Whereas she can eliminate you, and you're one of the first people. Yeah, sure. I guess this makes sense.
Will do.
That.
Be gone.
There we go. And then you get a shot, right? That's fine. Can you move? You can move.
Sow the seeds of discord.
Sure. We'll make it make sense. And then you all
accept my offering.
Oh yeah, much better, much better, much better.
I will
Somebody's already
not
on fire.
stoop to this.
You're already
Purpose guides
one
me.
here. You. Then
One step
you.
closer.
And bam. Then you got nothing. You want to move? Nah, you're good. And now it's your turn. Okay, now. You're on the back line. What? No, stop. You're on the back line.
Me?
There we go.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
You are rear.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And then front line is these guys, I guess. We'll put you all in the middle.
If I may.
To the best of our ability. Oh, there's another guy over there? Yeah. There we go. Excellent. Now, let's get as many of you. There we go. And we'll do some of this. Oh, it doesn't like that.
I have
What
read
if I come out a
tomes
little
of
bit?
military
How does that work?
tactics.
Nope. Still doesn't like it. Still won't let me just look all over them and obliterate them. Oh well. So I'll move one step back.
I'm not accustomed to another foe painted black.
Oh, and that means you can go again. I like that. I like that plenty. So
I
yeah,
will. What a satisfying demise.
Yep. This is work. This combo is already working very nicely. Very, very nicely. I like this. You're stunned and all the way up there. I'm not really worried about you. She can't obliterate you in one go, whereas she could do quite a bit of damage.
Was
to
it
you?
you? Or
In fact, I should have used chain lightning. It might have lit up all three of you, but I'll let that go. Most important mod, Dipe Mishka, the Murmur Cat. Nice. I'm more inclined towards chaotic good. I like all the different little play styles except for lawful good. I feel like most of the time lawful good
descend upon the weak.
isn't handled well by Owlcat, but all the other ones I feel like they do a really, really nice job. Ooh, that's right, I forgot. She can do this twice. And it's gonna let her replace this. So in fact, we'll bring it back here. And then let's see if we can stun you, buddy.
You insist, Lord Captain.
And then that's it for that. Okay, now she can actually do here. We're gonna do this for you. And then we're gonna supercharge
Don't
this
get too
for
cocky.
you. And we're gonna get them back there back.
You've got a problem? I've got a price.
And we're going to double
Don't
your
get too
distance.
cocky.
And then we're gonna go ahead
Tell
and
me,
give you
and
another
it is
turn.
done.
And then let's see. She could take you out and then do that, or yeah, that is probably helps a little bit more because they're way, way away. We're not concerned about them right this moment. I do not like. Oh, wait, I forgot. I do like
Amidst the carnage, I find
your heroic
purpose.
act, but this isn't a good spot to deploy it, so we're just gonna keep things simple here.
I need no death shall
There you
reign.
go. That's one, and then we're also going to 63. You know, we're also going to give you some of this.
Ruin beckons.
That's for that. Oh, and then she gets another one. That's nice. And you know what? We'll go ahead and we could go ahead and take you out, but honestly, no, even that's not gonna work, right? Yeah, it's not gonna let me do that. So 3, 6, 7. You know what? We will weaken you some more. Yep, 59. That works. There we go. Now we got you.
I hold
we'll
all
give it
the
to
cards.
commander. Like to try out different alignments overall. Only one I can't get into is Chaotic Evil or Murder Hobo based. Though I do enjoy alignment-less systems where I just do good evil on a whim. Did you try Demon Chaotic Evil? Because I thought actually that was very, very satisfying. I said my Chaotic Evil Demon was an absolute blast. There we go. Holy hell, I haven't had that much fun since they gave me civvies and electricity powers and infamous. I'm right with you that murder hobos are usually boring and not done well. But I thought Chaotic Evil Murder Hobo Demon was done extremely well. It came off as very, very, very satisfying to me. So I definitely recommend checking that out.
Satisfying
You're out of here. In
demise.
fact, I could have used a lesser power on you now that I think about it, but whatever, it's fine. Can she get to you? I don't see a mark. I don't see a marker saying
I'm not so
no
sure.
line of sight. But it doesn't say. Oh, that's because she's not holding a ranged weapon. So here, we'll just go.
Anything
for you.
else?
And then she'll go for you. Oh no, that's not guaranteed to do what we want.
I will
to do.
try.
Ooh, that still didn't do what we wanted to do though. So we'll do this.
Purpose, blood,
There we go.
tribute.
And this. And we'll give you. Oh no, you already got that. Can we give
I
you?
need no
Yep,
guidance.
There we go. And it says that there are 4 remaining. Oh, so there's 1, 2 was up there, and then are there 2 more? There's 2 more back there. Okay, cool. Can she reach you? She can. And yeah, she can't do that one. So yeah, sure.
Ruin beckons.
Oh yeah. Oh, very, very nice. Done. And yep. All right. Enemy finally gets to go. I don't know what you just did, but it's probably terrible. Oh, you got right up on her. That's not cool. Let's see. It's better at writing lawful good companions than lawful good PC choices. Ekun and Sela were not pure goody two-shoes. Yep. I really, really liked the writing for Sela. I thought they did a great job. How much? You got 67. You know what? It's all good because no matter what,
is on our side. I won't object to it.
Idira can come out and help you, so I'm not worried about you too much.
I won't do that.
Excellent job.
For the throne's glory.
Oh, almost. I should have done one of these.
Naturally.
Should have used one of these to debuff you enough where that would have worked. Oh well. And then Abelard will. Ooh, Abelard, you were supposed to eat that. Come on now.
I'm done with this one.
I need you to do your taking a little bit better. Oh, Abelard. You are getting smoked right now, sir. All right.
I will triumph. Sow the seeds of
Oh,
discord.
I thought. Oh, this is not the dash marksman option. My bad. I admit Demon was the exception, but Demon was just written so well. Yeah, it was more belonging to a different culture and adapting to it than evil for evil's sake. Exactly. Like when you finally get to Act 4 and you're in the demon world, man, it's such a different experience during the demon mythic path compared to any other options. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. I should have started with this. I should have enfeebled both of you first. I messed that up. I was only halfway paying attention. So, it's all good. And we're just going to give you some more toughness, Cassia, just in case. Oh, you know what? I dodged that because I'm standing on this. That's why, because I was like, usually she would get obliterated. Okay. This probably wouldn't work well, right? Oh, no, it could work. But it's not going to do all that much. Let's see. Oh, but she can straight up obliterate you. And yes, that's what we're gonna do.
What an unfortunate
Ooh! Pain channeling. This is working quite well. I'm a fan of the way this is working out. Dodge and parry. Is Abelard up yet? No, he's still on the ground. Here, willpower.
But of
Give her some
course.
more willpower. And dodge and parry. No, you know what? Here. Give you
Anything
some more of
else?
this. And then some more of this.
Was that you?
And
Or-
then, yep. Now you. You know what? You can
In the
give this
name
to
of
her.
House Orcelio, I
And then
shall prevail.
She's already, yep, put the debuff on her. So, yeah, first we're gonna start by
I will
burning her
triumph.
up some. And then I'm gonna burn you up even more. And then we're gonna burn you up a
I
little bit
need
more. Blood freezes in your veins. That's all right. We don't mind a little bit of ice.
Just a minor setback.
And just like that, back in it. No injuries either. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Wonder if Light Domain Cleric going Golden Dragon Mythic Path is any good. I mean, at the end of the day, mechanically, Gold Dragon makes everything better. It's thematically in the story where I feel like it falls short. But from a mechanic standpoint, Gold Dragon is pretty awesome.
I tread a path unexplored.
I tread a path unexplored. What's this? Goods. Ooh, only 78.
My pleasure.
Jay, I'm gonna need you to get your weight up. All right. Allies infused. No, I'm good on that. And then this cape lowers all enemies' perception by the wearer's fellowship bonus within a 5-cell radius. Huh. Jay could probably make use of that for now, and Cassia can make use of it later. Books and items of luxury. The legality of some of them is questionable, but the Navis nobility often turns a blind eye to such diversions.
The world will bow.
Nothing else over here, right? Yep, okay. And what's that? This person's body is covered in unpleasant-looking growths, scabs, and ulcers. They look like fresh mutations. The sweetest smell coming from the dead body seems odd, and the blood has an unusual hue to it. The Cogitator's machine spirit stays silent in an attempt to reach the dead systems of the
Embrace
destroyed
true
ship.
power.
Cargo. And
Compared to
athletics,
naval
we have
service,
passage.
that was barely a challenge.
That was barely a challenge. What happens in Winter Sun when you're on the demon route? Insane. Yeah, I lost my... Went on other worlds that were demons. Yep,
Powers unseen.
definitely a big difference. Those ranks, do not let them get to the sarcophagus. Ooh, we've got the plasma rifle. Look at him. Look at you go. One thing I wish I'd try and wrap the rights is a legend run where I go Sorcerer, Oracle, mixed with Theur's Dragon Disciple. Oh, that's right, because Legend gives you like a ton more levels, right? So you feel like that combination will give you some interesting mechanics. Yeah, I never really did pull out all the weeds and really get into some of the combinations that could work crazy with Legend. Oh yeah, thank you, Yomigami. I'd appreciate you all if you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like button. Definitely helps the stream and helps the channel. The Navigator's Throne. The handles are extremely worn, with visible marks left by nails, evidence of the terrifying hours spent locked in battle with the power of the warp. Appreciate it, Frost. Yeah, but admittedly, you kind of expect things to be different in the Abyss when you go gadget demon mode. The leader of the ravaged ship's crew wipes the sweat from his brow in a motion characteristic of navigators, not with his whole hand, but with 2 fingers moving from left to right and back, so as to not touch his third eye by accident. This movement is the only sign of fatigue he allows himself. His posture is immaculate, shoulders wide, eyes front, as if he did not just emerge from a grueling battle and is simply greeting you on the bridge on an uneventful day. My greetings, your ladyship. There is no need for introductions. I know the heirs of the Von Volantius line by sight. I am Han of House Cassini, the navigator on this vessel, and, as a senior surviving officer, I assumed command after the incident. Lady Navigator, what an unexpected and pleasant meeting, considering the circumstances. Han decorously dips his head to Cassia. I have not had the honor of being personally acquainted with you, but of course I know the emblem of House Orsilio. How fares the honorable regent? Cassia Orsilio, she offers a reserved nod. Cordiality will not disguise the ice-blue coldness of your words, Navigator Han. However, I will tell Regent Oranto that you inquired after his health. You may pass on my best wishes to Novator Cassini. And now, let's set the pleasantries aside. I'm sure the rogue trader would like to ask you a few questions. As Han speaks, others glare at you with dour tension. Up close, you can plainly see that every one of them is a mutant. Their faces and bodies bear the mark of incredibly grotesque deformities, the same as the muttering madmen who attacked you. However, Han's associates seem perfectly clear-eyed, showing no signs of madness. What happened to the shoe and the crew, Han? This ship is assigned to the port of Dargonis. Some time ago, the captain was instructed to deliver a package urgently by hand to you, your ladyship. We were even shown a pic of your face. The navigator's voice seems calm, yet there is tension in his eyes, which are trained on you. The disaster struck during the warp jump. I will never know all the details as I was preoccupied with my primary duties, but for some reason, the captain decided to open the package. That, as you may have noticed, had a most destructive impact on the crew. Han frowns. The package contained a chaos artifact, a chaos bomb, if you will. The moment it was removed from his protective cocoon, the crew began to lose their mind and mutate. The first to be afflicted was the captain and the senior officers, but the effect spread with incredible speed. Every deck was consumed by it, every last one. The raging mutants, no longer sane, damaged many systems. The ship was in distress and would have almost certainly been destroyed had I not resorted to making an emergency exit from the warp. The people you see here are the only survivors, or rather, the only ones who were able to retain both their lives and sanity. I gathered everyone I could, isolated the source of danger, and sent out a distress signal. We were adrift, waiting for help to come and fighting off mad crew members. Then you arrived. So the Chaos Bomb package was meant for me? Who's the sender? As far as I am aware, the order came from Conrad Bachvir, the Master of Whispers in the Rogue Trader's retinue. It is likely that he arranged the delivery, either personally or through intermediaries. Abelard's face turns a deep pus. That blasted traitor beat us to Dargonis and is now free to act with impunity. It would not surprise me to find out that this was the work of sorcery. How else could he have reached the world in such a short time? A heretic who is vested with legitimate power and whose latest activities remain a mystery to all. Believe me, Commander High Slanderer, an individual like your former Master of Whispers will not stop at sending a chaos artifact in his attempts to destabilize your protectorate. Han pauses, then adds bluntly, almost brazenly, your reaction suggests that you are not expecting a package of this sort. That is good to know. I had almost convinced myself that the rogue trader was deliberately collecting chaos artifacts. The affairs of a rogue trader do not concern you. Do not trouble yourself with needless questions. Something resembling grim desperation momentarily emerges in his eyes, but he nods. As you wish, your ladyship. Legend is the only mythic path I never played. I want to be shiny. Oh, Legend was fantastic though. Really, really well done. And honestly, as far as Crusade management for that last act, I think Legend has the most entertaining version of it by far. What do y'all think I should do with my Sworn's Elements Blast and He can blast people with air, but I was thinking either the blast of wind is so sharp they send people flying, literally just blast of air, or a blast of electricity. I can't let go of a blast of electricity, to be frank with you. This is why you don't open other people's packages. I couldn't agree more, Hensler. What's going on, Erica? How are you? Yeah, absolutely. Let chaos reign. However, the Sender wanted all of this. Han makes a sweeping gesture at the destruction and the corpses of crew members around him to happen to your ship, not ours. Were you not affected by the mutations and madness? Well, that depends. I was born a mutant, you see. Han smiles grimly and warily. Navigators are taught to resist the influence of chaos, and so I have been, as best I could. But I will be frank with you. I cannot be certain that I have avoided it completely. There have been no visible indications, yet. All signs point to Han telling the truth, but you also notice clear evidence of just how difficult it is for him to struggle against the corruption. He is extremely tired, practically exhausted. Where's the artifact now? The tension in his posture and gaze becomes even more noticeable. I have placed it inside a protective sarcophagus, more reliable than the previous repository. Unfortunately, an artifact as powerful as this one cannot be destroyed under these circumstances. Or rather, I had no assurances that it would not disintegrate every one of us and scatter us across several light hours of neighboring space. But once we are off the ship, I will absolutely find a way to destroy the vile thing. What's the heretical option? I will take the help and destroy it to those. So let's say demolition succeeded. We can lay mines on what remains of the ship and blast it along with the artifact from a safe distance. I have the resources and the knowledge to do it. Your words give Han pause, but he seems convinced. He relaxes a little, but then asks, cautiously, as if testing the waters, what about me and the crew? Will you take us with you? So, even though this character is not iconoclast, I feel like the iconoclast option is the most heretical one, right? We'll take all of you aboard the ship, and then if it turns out that they dissolve into crazed mutants, so be it. I'll go Aeon. Having perpetual resistance debuffs and massive spell like Lich and having True Sight is more useful to me. It's definitely hard to turn that down. Aeon is an absolute blast. Wouldn't saving the artifact be more heretical? Yes, but I don't think saving the artifact in and of itself is an option. At least not in the dialogue. But maybe I can choose that instead of bombing it. We'll see. Iconoclast. I'm taking you aboard my ship. There, my word is law. No one will dare to take issue with you, despite the mutations. Thank you. Han salutes you before adding Lord Captain in dialogue. All right.
I tread
that's
a
right. I
path
think it doesn't
unexplored.
let you decide what happens until you get off here. So let's get off and then see what happens. I'm hoping it gives me some sort of option to keep this, but we'll see.
The world will bow.
The Navigator's throne. The handles are extremely worn with visible marks left by nails, evidence of the terrifying hours spent locked in a battle with the power of the war. And that's it.
Embrace true power.
Yeah, supposedly have some great story impact decisions. Yep. Aeon is definitely fantastic if you play it on your second playthrough. If you do true Aeon, which is going to give you access to all of the time shifting abilities, and then if you play it your second time, you really get a sense for how much you're able to impact the story. Okay, it did not give me any special options. So now I have to ask, did I screw that up? Was there another way I could have done it? Let's see. Let me go back and be sure. It's true that it's fun without the. It's definitely fun without the true Aeon stuff. But if you're only going to play Aeon once, I absolutely recommend going the true Aeon route.
Intriguing.
Try this again. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. What happens to ship to the crew? Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Where's the artifact now? Let's say I would still like to take a look at the artifact. You want to see the trinket that nearly wiped out the whole ship? Why? I haven't seen enough to stop anyone else from coming near it. I will give my life on month to prevent that thing from hurting more people. Oh! So once you choose that, then you get the heretical option. My bad. We're doing this. Heretical. You stand between me and that which is mine. You will die for this. Ooh, it's not even a fight. I just automatically kill somebody. Oh, wow. They're too weak to fight, apparently. This is odd, the way it just lets me run about and just slash into them, but okay.
A revelation was sent to me.
I'll take it. All right, and let's pick up all these. Ooh, and he gives me a couple extra things. 10 willpower. Whoa! Cassia's gonna love that. And he's got a plasma gun. What's his name? Pasqal probably like that.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
All right. Let's see. Sarcophagus. It does feel like Iconoclast work was both dogmatic and heretic playthroughs. Yep. Spelling that completely wrong, but it's close enough. And was also the most unique. It's easy to think it's Judge Dredd in Act 3, but then Act 4 and further on makes it so different. Absolutely. You got a lot of options and decisions in there. A little bored playing Ion, but that's because I'm kind of a chaotic person. Well, are you doing true Aeon or Renegade Aeon? Because maybe you're you lean more so towards Renegade Aeon, and that would help make it more fun for you. So go true Aeon is my best choice. That's definitely what I would recommend. Karakon, what's going on? How are you? Like mine. Absolutely. And the Inquisitor's Acolyte just watches calmly. Yep. The container is covered in a fine ornament of symbols, among which the seal of Navis Nobilite and the personal coat of arms of House Cassini stand out. The container is closed and sealed, but the lock does not seem particularly tricky. You could take the artifact, which would give you torment bracelets. The wearer deals damage. Their enemies suffer warp damage when armor penetration of 10 for each cell the enemy has moved during the wearer's turn. Whoa! Cassia is going to love this. But I'm also we're gonna have to reload, but I'm curious what happens. Unseal the container. As you touch the sarcophagus, a slight shiver runs through you. The lock gives in easily, but it feels like the temperature in the room drops several degrees the moment the lid opens. Inside is an ordinary box. A series of scratches run along the casing, forming odd symbols. Tiny red balls are sliding and rolling between them. It is blood, behaving like mercury. You feel slightly nauseous. A cacophony of rasping, muttering voices emerges somewhere at the edge of your consciousness, whispering unintelligible words. Keep inspecting. The device seems vaguely familiar. Could this be your box? The one the mutineers took from you the day Theodora died? Under your gaze, the balls of blood begin to scurry along the casing frantically, then suddenly go still. The box springs to life and, through hoarse crackling, lets out a series of short phrases. The voice that speaks them is just as well known to you as the device is. It is the voice of a former Master of Whispers, your rival, and a Chaos collaborator. You know who this is. You know I'm close and will never leave you be. Enjoy the power you stole from me while you can, but I'm not done with you yet. Abelard winces as if from a toothache. Look who's decided to resurface. It will be my honor to rid us of this pursuer if he ever comes within shot. No, get in line. My little pal Conrad's going down just as soon as he shows himself. The voice in the Vox falls silent, but the silence only lasts a moment. Then a chorus of voices, hundreds, possibly thousands, explodes inside your head, repeating Conrad's last phrase over and over again, just like the mutants who attacked you. The chorus is so loud and fierce that you feel your eardrums might burst from the tension. Reaching a crescendo, the voices erupt in an agony of death cries and rattles. Then they fall silent. You feel your blood pounding in your ears. Ooh, warp test succeeded. You realize you have fallen under the effects of the artifact. It appears that your Vox was enchanted with your own blood, which Conrad stole on the day of your confrontation. The artifact was supposed to work like a siphon, draining the soul of whoever opened the container and of everyone around them. But the crew of the ill-fated ship took the brunt of the attack. The residual effects of the artifact are not strong enough to do you any serious harm. Super cool. Super, super cool. That's awesome. Neither. I'm doing devil. Oh, you're doing devil. Got you. Okay, that's awesome. Devil was worth playing through, but I definitely felt like it needed more story content compared to the other options. Nice loot, but it's hard to turn down the 10 free insight points. I'm chaotic at heart, but I lean towards lawfulness. Can Cassia use that, or is it Heretic only? I believe Cassia can use it, but she just doesn't get the upgrade. So if you look at the artifact, the first part of it will do 1 to 3 warp damage. If she was an adherent heretic, then the enemies would suffer 1 to 6 warp damage. She's not going to get that second portion. I'm not sure if I'm able to corrupt her, so maybe over time she will be able to get it. All right, anyway, take the artifact along with the container. And voila. Uh-oh, did I get an injury? I sure did. He said I got injured from that. Ain't that about nothing? All right, we don't need that. And we don't need this either at the cargo. Is this better than what you already have, sir? The Hammer of Epiphany. It actually is. All damage dealt with this weapon pushes an enemy. When this weapon pushes an enemy is increased by 100%. Okay. So the shove is going to be even better. Cool. Did they fix the shove animations yet? We're not going to get anybody use this, so we can let this go as well. Staff of Midnight, we can put that into the cargo. Hunting rifle, solid projectile. Is there anybody who really needs that? No, but you know what? I should give it to what's her name. And to cargo. Is this? No, that's not considered a pistol. It's considered like a rifle. Two-handed range. Yeah, this is not a sniper rifle either. So, Melta-gun. Is that right? I could give him a Melta-gun, but no, we're not going to do that. Add to cargo. What's this? M40 auto gun. I'm good on that as well. Can you use this pistol? You could. 6 out of 11. Shuriken pistol, and for whatever reason, it's better than the one you already have. How's it compared to the Splinter pistol? Splinter pistol has more armor penetration. Huh. Is there a way to turn? Yeah, I'm not sure if I could turn Cassia heretical. You can. Oh my god. We'll see. I have trouble with devil archetype in games. I've gotten to the point I just want to oppose any devil. Why? Because all devil characters remind me of the workplace. Yo, that's legitimate. The devil character in BG3 definitely reminds me of the boss from Office Space, who's constantly sipping his coffee while he tells people they have to work on the weekend. Chaos Concept, Sound Marine, but you only played Never Gonna Give You Up. Nice. Find a hit or miss. Mephistopheles and Raph. Yes, Raphael and BG3. It's too easy to see where things are going. Raphael reminds me of a middle manager. I agree. I agree. See, I still enjoyed it because I really love the way all the threads connected for BG3's storyline. And that conversation with Raphael in the last act, or the act before last, I guess, really wraps everything up and makes it clear how everything connects with each other. So overall, I really like them. Florian, what's going on? How are you? How's Urban Shadow? I have not been able to play any Urban Shadows yet, but I'm hoping I'll be able to jump in at some point. Man, I hope the additional voiceover in patch 101. Oh, they're going to add additional voiceover in Road Trader? I didn't see that. With 14 enhanced voiceover that Alcat is working on for Road Trader. Will be interesting to see exactly how much they're adding. Ooh, all the ones we talked about coming to fruition. I find it quite odd that the goddess obliterates the swarm, but no other mythic path. Yeah, it was interesting to me that she's not more upset about your lich path, considering what you do there. All right, I think we can get rid of this. And could you make use of this? I think maybe you could. Yeah. A little more armor penetration, but yeah, I'm not really excited about that. So what's this? Manufacture sword. Does this do something crazy? No, not really. So we'll go ahead and that to mine. Singing spear. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that either. To cargo. Oh, this is a corrupted infernal pistol. I'll probably never use that, but still, we'll keep it around. Infusing. 5 willpower, 10. What is the willpower bonus she's got? She's using the bloodhound staff, right? Yeah. So we can add that to cargo as well. Yeah, we don't need that because we got this. And what about armor? What's this do? 30%. Oh, and with awareness, yeah, lady, I know you're gonna like that. Add that to cargo. Aldari. We can see if old girl benefits from that at all. And add this to cargo, and then finally we got to here. Nope, it doesn't let her use these gloves. God dog it. At least not yet. We're gonna keep it around, see if maybe we can put them on her later on. One of the other dialogue code recorded for this game that was cut because it wasn't British enough. Really? Oh wow. Yeah, the projected past content notes on the Road Trader stream discussion. Sticky mentioned they are working on more voiceovers, earliest mid to late February. Huh, that should be interesting. Whenever the wearer uses a navigator power, they gain 15% dodge to the end of the round, and this stacks. Wow. Or you can raise momentum to 175 whenever you kill 5 enemies in a row in one turn. I'm gonna go for survivability, and then you can go for the kills. And then you can also go for the kills. Wait, what does this do though? You get more dodge than that too, so who's the second most likely? Heinrix maybe, but he also gets, yeah, he gets more dodge also. So I guess you, with a single attack, yeah, we'll just keep that and we'll put that in storage. Automatic weapons, no. Agility by 5, that's not bad, but no. Agility plus 10 as well though. All allies get a 40% bonus to resolve, but unyielding beacon ability. That's the one that's automatic, right? Where talents? Unyielding guard. Where is? Does he not have that? Is that what it is? Hold on. Unyielding beacon. Okay, that's the feature that he automatically gets. Okay, there we go. And then, so we'll keep that then. Oh, you get to play before I retire the Oracle to play this one. It's like the Joker, if the Joker tell the future. Okay, I'm definitely looking forward to playing it. Didn't know Cole did some voiceover, but then he and Alka got along well. Yeah, he did voiceover for Wrath of the Righteous too. Can't your Psycho wear them since they're covered in your stolen blood? Oh, well, but I don't deal warp damage. See, if the wearer deals damage, their enemies suffer 1 to 3 warp damage with armor penetration of 10% for each cell the enemy has moved during the wearer's turn. Yeah, see, so this works great if you're a navigator and forcing these people to move around. The enemy, and then if you're heretical, the enemy suffer 1 to 6 warp damage instead. It's so weird the way that this is worded, because it's worded as if you could potentially not be heretical but still get the first level power, but apparently that's not the case. Or is it just that? Yeah, no, it's definitely not the case, because only me and Idira can actually wear it. Idira doesn't even have any gloves, so you know what, I'm just gonna throw these on. Whatever, fine, whatever, because you already, every time the wearer deals damage to target's weapon is reduced. Yeah, that's whack, but you know what, fine, no, I'm gonna give it to my main Psyker then, for now at least. Annoying. Gets an injury or falls. No, we don't care about that. Oh, okay, athletics. No, we're not letting go of that. Grants agility and perception for Assyriani and Drukari only, but they let you use it, so I don't know what to say about that. And she actually does benefit from each round the wearer regenerates wounds equal to their heretical rank. That's actually kind of nice. Oh wait, or are they saying anybody could wear this, but no, everybody gets the advantage too. So let's see, plus 10 agility. He doesn't even have a necklace. It doesn't make any sense for you to be wearing this, but we're just gonna throw it on you, bud. You'll be all right. This is the same thing, right? Chartist pendant, yeah, so we'll add that to cargo. Carouse, add to cargo. I don't care about recoil from automatic weapons. Agility plus 5. You know what? It's a little bit more than just using this, so fine. And I don't care about bolter attacks, but we'll still keep it around. Lowers all enemies' perception by your fellowship bonus. Long term, you know what? Yeah, I'll take that for you. And she, which one? Cloaked by 10% dodge. I think I'll stick with 10% dodge. On the stream that he played the Commissar in Act 3. Oh, he did? Oh, okay, cool. Swarm's the only evil mythopath that both the Abyss and Heaven were absolutely horrified by, and therefore Iomedae could obliterate the Swarm without causing a war of the planet forces on Galarian. That's true. But it seems like she should have been able to do the same thing to Lich, right? Because Lich is not aligned with those other forces either. And considering how crazy things get with Galfrey, you would think Iomedae would be incensed and decide, you know what, this is another situation where I can intervene. Because it's essentially raising an undead army that, well, okay, I guess you could technically say it's aligned with, I can't remember the goddess's name, but basically the goddess is supposed to be over all the liches. So I guess you could, there is the potential where she's stepping on someone's toes. All right. Cause warp damage even though you yourself don't deal warp damage. And that's interesting because Cassia has something that interacts with warp damage as well, increases the amount of warp damage dealt. So I wonder if that all stacks. The myriad of fixes coming in the big patch, 1.1 patch in February. None of the planes would have a problem with Iomedae eliminating the Swarm. She eliminated the list of negative planes would throw a hissy Name the abyss with Thor hissing. Got you, got you. Lich is aligned with the negative plane. Ergothoa, that's who I was thinking of. Thank you. Thank you. Negative plane and Ergothoa. Got you, got you. Okay, that does make sense. That does make sense. I'll go along with that. Ooh, plus 10 willpower. Ooh, very, very nice. Very nice. Okay. This was well worth the trip. And now let's go ahead and get out of here. Boom, doom, 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 doom.
The world will bow.
The world will bow. All right, did everything I wanted to do here, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Boom. Boom. Oh, let me check. So I need Xenotech and Promethean. Two things I was going to make a run and go get anyway. Come on. My apologies, Lord Captain. The enforcers report that your pet out there is in a foul mood and is moving toward the captain's bridge. We did not dare to stop her, but I expect that you have a difficult conversation ahead of you. Okie dokie. Also, I think the Lich will still have interest for Nocticula simply because the Lich was closing the abyss, and she would be pissed off if Iomade would have killed her tool, so to speak. Right. If you got to mention the name of the goddess, Professor Snape would be would be ashamed. This is true. This is true. It has been so long. It has been so long. I'm out of touch. Just chill. I'm trying noodles any good. I can only handle up to buffalo spice. Never tried it, so I couldn't tell you.
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Elantak.
Yrilet quietly appears beside the throne. Exhaustion and anger set up on her brow.
Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures?
Black Fist! Thank you so much for the $10 donation, dude. I appreciate all the great content. I appreciate all the support, man. Glad you're still enjoying the channel. Thank you so much. Nemo, what's going on? Maturin sucks, in my opinion. Once you switch over to the good shit, you can't go back. Get some shit instead. And there we have it from someone who apparently knows. Yes, Nocticula would have been disappointed losing her bone.
And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
My people have behaved contemptibly, and I apologize for it. Even though I think you can't complete a romance with Yrilet as a heretic, we're going to try anyway, just to see the content, see what it's like. Actually here, were you truly so offended by it?
Try to imagine, Elantak, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
For you, I'm willing to become a wild animal or a docile pet. Interesting. Interesting. You know what? All she wants is the physical anyway, so I guess that's kind of in line with her character. For you, I am willing to become a wild animal or a docile pet.
The rotting core spells doom for the whole. Now I can see where the ugly nature of your servants originates. There is no sense in discussing this with you any further. For the minuscule chance of saving my kin, I am prepared to pay this price.
Nah, I should have known that would have killed it. Did I get an autosave? I hope I got an autosave. Or you know what? No. When I try to go to another planet, it should automatically pop up. We'll see. On the scene. I remember it caught me off guard the first time I saw it. This one with her, where she clearly is disgusted by humans. Yep, got it right back. Excellent. That's D&D Critical Role. Very for Laneshi. Are the Eldar and Drukhari weapons worth the specialization? I think the Eldari weapons are great if you're focusing on sniper rifles. And the Drukhari weapons are good if you want melee weapons that have additional effects. Like they can cause bleeding and things of that nature.
Spare me a brief
but
moment.
it's not something where I would say like it's necessary.
Try to imagine Elantark being lusted after.
I understand
by a
that this
wild
incident
beast.
wasn't pleasant for you,
It is
but it does not mean that all humans are animals.
Disgusting. No. Your kind, simple souls and narrow minds are the root of all these flaws.
I 100% agree, Nemo. I think they need more. They don't need more weapon types, but they need more weapon options within all the different types. I definitely don't feel like there's enough gear in this game. Sounds so appealing. Empress tells me no. Well, Slanesh is saying yes, and we listen to Slanesh on this playthrough. Even in space, elves keep getting objectified. You know it. Inescapable. From Dragon Age all the way to Warhammer. I'm surprised you are doing a Heretic run and chose to romance Heinrix over Marazhai. I'm not romancing Heinrix over Marazhai. In the end, Marazhai is going to be the mainstay in the group. In fact, I'm not even sure if Heinrix will remain with us, because I think I heard something about he only stays with your group in a Heretic run if you are romancing him. So I'm hoping I'll be able to keep both of them, but we'll see. Drukhari, get you a Deadshot Splinter rifle. It is brutal for a soldier. There you have it.
Narrow minds and simple souls. Every day, I feel as if I am caught in a trap, surrounded by a pack of wild animals. I am prepared to pay this price to find my kin, but everything has its limit.
I do not think you fully understand human thoughts and actions. It will take time, but I can help you make sense of them.
I have walked the path of awakening, Elantark, and learned to see that which is hidden and hear that which is unspoken. When I found myself on the Lilithon, I watched your kind long enough to understand the true nature of Monkey. I do not think you can tell me anything I do not already know. Nevertheless, I will not protest. Conversations with you are the only thing on this ship that can ease my solitude.
You are a Xenos, and strange and unknown creature, and humans strive to understand the unknown, for the unknown is the most frightening thing of all.
Had any of them wished to understand my nature, they would have already run away in fear from one who walks the path of the outcast. But they are just trying to provoke me, hurt me. No. Monkey are driven by their instincts. To survive, to breed, to ensure the preservation of their species and the annihilation of those who threaten them. It is neither good nor bad. It simply is.
Sometimes we struggle to understand the motives behind our own actions.
It was emotions that once brought down my kind, Elantark, toppling us from our pedestal as rulers of the galaxy. Indulging your weaknesses or whims does not make your species any more attractive.
All humans are different. My people's interest in you was not intended to be an insult.
Elantark, please understand that I do not find Monkey attractive. The mere thought of being intimate with one of your kind.
Yrilet breathes out heavily, trying to maintain her composure.
Our conversation has only proved my point, Elentok. That monkey and the children of Azurion are as different as night and day. Eldari do not simply see the world differently. They see more than any monkey can ever comprehend.
Marazhai was cool to try out when I got him. I didn't have any assassins in my party, but I still ditched him the first time he started causing problems in that fort. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what the game's like when you go through the entirety of it with him, and what his personal quests are like outside of the area where you first recruit him. I found assassins take a lot of investment in decent gear before they become worth having in the party. I don't agree. I feel like Yrilet, I always make her assassin. I don't think they require huge gear investment, but I do feel like they require more of the buffs before you can actually attack. Like, you need to make sure an opening is facing you. You need to choose the option that increases your damage by 10%. Like, I would say there's like 3 or 4 different things you really want to use even before you attack. Whereas I think with the other archetypes, it's only like a couple of things you need to activate, and then you can just go ahead and go. That's what I personally find irritating about it. And what do you, the Aldari are such arrogant creatures is so on point, but we're going to let that go. And what do you see in the world around us that I do not?
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer? I will need time to put the entire truth of this world into the meager language to which your ears are accustomed.
Wow.
When I find my answer, I will pay you a visit.
All right. Whoops. I meant to put a stamp on that. Actually, no, we're not going to worry about that. Okay, since we're on the bridge, let's talk to a couple of people.
You have my complete attention.
I could get Yrilet and Idira off the ship, but no, I'm Heretic, so we'll keep them around. Let's go back here and drop a couple of things off into the storage. Never did try a ranged assassin. Melee assassin need a decent amount of investment. That I agree with. To be honest with you, I always take Heinrix, the assassin route, but I always find him kind of useless by the end of the game. Well, and you know what? I shouldn't say always, because I've only completed this game with one of the convictions. So I did dogmatic first, right? And by the middle of the game, nobody was getting past an Argenta turn. So, you know, I never really needed to use, what's his name? Good Lord, why is his name escaping me right now? Heinrix. I never needed to use Heinrix. So he just kind of basically just stood around. And then, and now I'm in this playthrough, and I think I'll probably be switching off between my main character and Idira. So again, he's not going to have much of a purpose. So yeah, I feel like overall it's difficult to really emphasize a melee character in this
May
game.
the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored with our little talk, Shireen?
Argenta seems to have gotten under your skin. Am I right?
Argenta? What could be more beautiful than the sight of a sister of battle, whose mere presence casts light in the dark corners of lost souls such as mine? But alas, what remains of my sanity is telling me that poor Jai can only admire the radiance of this angel, forsaking any hope of ever touching her wings.
And then in my Benevolentia playthrough, I'm a sniper, and I also have Yrilet on the party. So I feel like the two of us are going to be kind of switching back and forth. It's not, it's hard for me to imagine a playthrough where it actually makes sense for a melee-based Heinrix to be the focus of your party as its main damage dealer. It does make sense to make him the main damage dealer if you instead focus on Sanctic powers and get the Sanctic staff, I think like in Act 4, And then my understanding is he absolutely obliterates multiple enemies at a time. But as a melee character, no. Like Abelard, I think it won't be long before Abelard spends most of his time standing around. Strange messages have been appearing in the ship's log. What do you know about this error?
This statement is true. Algorithmic violations have been recorded, as a result of which I twice performed an offering to the cogitators of corrective data vows and ruled out the possibility of sabotage. I hypothesize that the violation is a consequence of the discontent of the ship's machine spirits. I recommend a procedure of placation of the honored spirits for the glory of the Omnissiah and the steel angels sent by him.
Take my leave. Okay. I'll head back over there and look into that in just a moment. I killed Marazhai so I have a chance. Sorry, but this dogmatic rogue trade does not rock with sadomasochistic space elves. Yep, same deal for me. In my dogmatic run, Idira didn't make it, Marazhai didn't make it, Yrilet didn't make it. Basically, anybody that seemed even somewhat heretical, I'm straight. Did I do a proper save? None of them made it. Abelard, oh yeah, Argenta so OP, absolutely. Abelard Alfar was just there to tank and make athletics checks. Oh, Heinrix can also buff with Sanctioned and Ancient Plasma, so busted. Nice, nice. Yeah, I haven't used him as my main buffer. Like, he did a little bit in my last playthrough, but I'm probably going to explore that a little bit more in this one. Marcus, what's going on, man? You're not late. Always good to see you. Though in-game Pasqal was pretty insane. If I could see you, I could just keep hitting you with heroic attitude, you die. Ooh, that plus ancient plasma weapon and high intelligence. I don't remember if I got ancient plasma. I might not have. Wish they had added a cooler space marine like a salamander or a white scar. Why do you feel like those would have been better versions of space marine? What's the difference? Oh my god, Sanctioned staff is OP as soon as you realize his damage goes up when you pump resolve. Exactly. I feel like it would be better if I had better officers. Like if one of my main characters was an officer, then it would really work nice. But even in this setup, I could probably make it work well. Yrilet stands out from her surroundings like a Janusian jungle tree in a garden of manicured topiary. Unsettling beauty and alluring otherness in her posture, her gestures, her piercing stare radiate from the Aldari. Strange and blasphemous things started happening during the first warp voyage with you on board. The crew are whispering that you may be the reason. Is this true?
The minions of She Who Thirsts could sense my soul behind the thick walls and thin veil that separate your fragile lives from the roiling fury outside. Child of Asurian that dare to wander beyond the veil, within the reach of an outstretched claw, protected only by the barrier of unreliable monkey technology. It is too tempting a quarry for the monsters that serve Cylon Thresh.
Sorry. Hit a key.
Our ships never venture beyond the veil, and I never traveled the way you do, monkey. Ilantak, I admit this was a novel experience. I lost composure, let dismay into my heart, and almost strayed from the path. This moment of hesitation drew the attention of She Who Thirsts. But I summoned my will and used the knowledge of meditation to achieve balance, and hide my soul behind an impenetrable wall of resolve. Future journeys beyond the veil will still be difficult, but I will steel my heart and not let the hounds of Cylon Thresh pick up my scent ever again.
White Scar would have been perfect for this game. Salamanders are unique because they are the only really nice space marines. Like they prioritize saving civilians and stuff. Oh, nice. So they could have been an iconoclast character. That's awesome. White Scars are just cool. They are space Mongols on space motorcycles. What are Mongols? Sorry, that's a dense question. Or Death Watch member. Who are the Death Watch? Yeah, thematically speaking, Death Watch would make the most sense. They would have a reason to be in this sector of space anyway. Why? Yeah, the paradox amulet that you find in chapter 4. So long as Pasqal's logic is high enough, if you solve it. I remember that, and his logic wasn't high enough, so I never resolved it. You solve it, you get free heroics. Really? That's sick. Okay, I'll definitely have to keep that in mind. Okay, footfall is abuzz with rumors about Xenos ravaging the sector. Do you think it could be your kin from Kudarok?
Is that snake venom seeping from your lips? We, the children of Azurian, are no strangers to the art of war. We are not raiders, or butchers, or least of all, fools. When a craft world is beset by calamity, its inhabitants do not start a war with every monkey in the sector. If you are looking for enemies, look for them elsewhere.
Nemec, what's going on? Oh, you just finished the game? That's awesome. Oh, Gentle Destroy the last boss? Yeah, I kind of missed her on this playthrough. Does that mean you did a dogmatic run? Mongols are like Genghis Khan. Oh, I see what you're saying. The White Scar's Primarch is literally named Jubilai Khan, in fact. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that does sound cool. Okay. Maybe we'll get a version of them in a sequel. What happened to your homeworld?
It is a mystery as inscrutable as the sigh of the last immortal. As deep as the waters of a dark ocean. And I can tell you little, for I was far away, on a mission with my unit. We returned at the appointed hour, but we did not find Kudarok in its celestial harbor. It happened many turns ago. Or standard years, as you say. But I remember that moment as if it happened this very day. The memory of a loss is always stronger than the memory of a gain. Especially when you lose something as significant as a home. Or an entire world.
Notorious, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping by and appreciate the like, dude. Glad you've been enjoying the content. Hope everything's going okay. Oh, you did Dogmatic? That's fantastic. So do you plan to do a second run with a different conviction? Or one was enough, you like the game, so you're going to move on to something else? Hoping for some interesting journeys in the DLC for this game. The DLC certainly sounds really interesting. I don't know if I'm going to play it when it comes out, though, because apparently it's going to be wrapped up in the story. And I think each one is supposed to give you a different party member, which means you need to do a full run-through of the game to really get the most out of that. So I might let both DLCs that they've announced drop and then do a full playthrough so I can see all of that content and make engage about it. All of them are recruited from other Space Marine chapters and then re-educated. That's pretty cool. Okay.
We searched. We called out. We looked everywhere. But we saw only emptiness and the echo of calamity. Countless days passed before I found myself on the Lilithon and met some of my kin. Those refugees who had barely managed to reach our ancestral planet. Their stories were far from being the fruit of truth I so badly craved. Those who agreed to talk to me were few. For most saw me as a wayward daughter who had spurned the honorable paths. And they would not stop babbling about a terrible disease that spread black tendrils of pain over the paths of the Infinity Circuit and deadened our world one segment after another. The ones who survived fled in fear and wandered between the stars, until the Lilithon's warm light reached out to some of them. Some, like Muaran, lay the blame entirely on Monkey. However, I do not know the truth, but I hope Oh, I desperately hope and pray to the gods that someday it will be revealed to me.
Doombot, what's going on? Yeah, I'm definitely going to take this all the way to the end. I actually did a vote on the channel to see, hey, did you all want to continue with this? Or did you all want me to do a Baldur's Gate 3 honor mode playthrough? And by leaps and bounds, people said, continue forward with this and finish it out. So, hey, your wish is my command. We're going to go ahead and definitely get this done. What is an infinity circuit?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the monkey? Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Asurion? Forgive me, Elentark, but I am not ready to immerse you in the font of my people's deepest mysteries.
I keep hearing about Enshrouded, but I actually haven't watched any of the videos about it. What is it and what is so engaging about it? What do you like about it, Nimic? Grey Knights would also be interesting, but then that's essentially what 40K Chaos Gate covers. That's a game that I do plan to play. Erica, do you feel like that game would stream well? Would it be a interesting game to pick up after this? Deathwatch's whole gimmick is basically Space Marine Special Forces. Ooh, they work in small teams and actually use techniques like stealth and discretion, which most Space Marines lack. Huh? They're recruited from other chapters and have cool all-black armor with the shoulders painted with the original chapter heraldry. That's fantastic. Space Marine Special Ops? Pfft. I could imagine a whole game playing like that. That would be a great time. Thinking when the DLCs come out, starting a new run as Heretical. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm hoping by the end of February, I will have done a run on all 3 of them. So whichever one I like the most, I'll just spin that up again when the DLCs drop. All Aldari carry these crystals, spirit stones. I want to know what they are.
You are talking about something you cannot comprehend, Elentark. Waystones are not mere trinkets worn by my people. They are something greater. From birth into the last breath, the Spirit Stone belongs only to its owner, serving as an ever-present reminder that we are mortal. For it is the first refuge of the mind and the last refuge of the soul, which Cylon Thresh is so eager to devour.
Hensler, I agree that I wouldn't necessarily want the game taken over by Space Marines, but I wouldn't mind a game that's similar to Rogue Trader as far as it being party-based and an RPG where you start the game as a Space Marine, like maybe a new one, and you slowly become someone who, you know, travels through the galaxy, end up aligning yourself with other people and things of that nature. Also, and then maybe which Space Marine chapter you originally hailed from helps decide like some of your bonuses and abilities and things like that that you have. Orc companions. I love an orc companion, absolutely. Valheim with Skyrim vibes. That does sound interesting. Okay. So is it basically, is it an MMO then? Because Valheim was an MMO, wasn't it? Chaos Gate would stream well. It's a great game. Basically Warhammer 40K XCOM. I've heard that it's really, really difficult. Like it's super easy for your playthrough to get completely wiped. Is that true? Big old red dog wants me to go to bed. Take care, Yomigami. Always appreciate having you on the stream, man. I don't think you should be able to have more Xenos than humans in your party. That just seems silly. Yep, I can understand that.
The souls of the children of Asurion move into the stones after death, and then they become a part of the Infinity Circuit on a craft world, so they can serve their people even when the body is gone. There is no crime more despicable than harming a Waystone and dooming the immortal soul of a child of Asurion to an eternity of torment in the maw of she who thirsts.
I love this whole system, how they use the soul crystals, the way it works differently for the Drukhari and their eternal fight against she who thirsts. I think all of that is so cool. And it's part of the reason I really wish in this game you could directly align with Cylon Thresh. Out of all the Chaos Gods, that's the one that interests me the most. So I'm hoping in maybe a future Rogue Trader game, there'll be more of a focus on the individual Chaos Gods and give you more opportunities to directly align with one of them.
We need waystones as desperately as darkness needs starlight, and Monkey need air. And so we are bound to wander the galaxy in search of the old worlds that might give another craft world hope for existence. Each monkey's heart is one of your lives. Each waystone is the preserved soul of a child of Asurian.
The beginning of Chaos Gate is not too hard, but you can fuck up real easy once you hit the mid-game. Interesting. Okay. It's a crafted survival game with fantastic base building and graphics that don't make your eyes bleed like Valheim did to me. Was Valheim considered to be an ugly game? I almost never played survival games, especially not crafted survival games, so I never really checked it out. What was your world like before it fell?
Kruderok cannot be described in your language. It can only be sung. Encased in a filigree of sounds, a melody as complex and delicate as the Infinity Circuit, its energy network. It can be seen in the golden hues of sunlight, felt in the breath of celestial winds. Though it was an artificial world, it was just as alive as any real planet. But I must see clearly, not only light, but also shadows. I yearn to remember only Kruderok's beauty, but it had a dark side too. My world was isolated for too long. Like a lake of stagnant water, there was no movement or renewal, and even the sweetest outbursts of life soon turned fetid. Who knows? Who knows? Had there been no stagnation, had our elders not been so blind in their dogmatism and our youths not lacking in courage, then perhaps Kruderok would still be alive even now?
How do your craft worlds even work?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the monkey?
She said that before.
Or are you
What can
trying
you tell
to
me
learn
about the history of the
weaknesses
Aldari?
of my I am afraid your life is too fleeting, and your memory too feeble to encompass the entirety of my knowledge. My people ruled the stars when yours did not even have a name. But many of our songs and stories were lost, stolen by she who thirsts. I can tell you the children of Asurian lived, created, caressed the stars as if they were pearls on a string, until Cylon Thresh smothered our empire in her terrifying embrace.
No, Valheim just has an explicit low-res style to it. Everything works well visually. Gotcha. I hope that if Outcat Games continues to work with Games Workshop, they're going to get more creative freedom to do what they want with the 40K IP. I think it all depends on how well Rogue Trader actually sold, and I haven't seen any numbers on that yet, to be honest with you. I definitely don't feel like this game sold as well as Wrath of the Righteous, but I'm also not sure if it was expected to. So it'll be interesting to see if we ever get information about how the sales for this game lined up in comparison to what Outcat expected and would require in order to feel like it made sense to do a sequel. So I don't feel like it sold as well as Wrath of the Righteous, but I absolutely don't feel like it ended up being a commercial disaster the way Tyranny was. So it's anybody's guess whether or not we're going to see more Rogue Trader beyond the 2 pieces of content DLC that have already been announced.
Different branches of the Aldari chose different paths to salvation. My ancestors chose an eternal journey through the starry void, living on craft worlds instead of real planets. We rescued countless wonders from the days before, but far from all. You saw this on the Lilithan. Not even we can always master the gates our ancient ones built. This is the story of the Asuriani. There are branches that chose a different path, gruesome and frightening. But I do not wish to tell you about them. That is our dark side. Just as your kin have many dark sides of their own.
You'll see. Back, did I miss much? Not sure when you left, Frost, but we've been progressing nicely. done with the food world and cleared Bad and Void ship, and now getting through Yrilet's conversations. You keep mentioning Shuhu Thirst. What can you tell me about her?
Why ask this question? Is it idle curiosity, or something else? Do not turn your thoughts towards Cylon Thresh, whatever your motive. She is downfall. She is hunger. She is the enemy of all that is good in the universe. She is an enemy to the Eldari, and I hope to you as well.
Yrilet stresses the last words, looking at you inquisitively. There is nothing wrong with curiosity, idle or not. Knowledge is always a boon, including knowledge of one's enemy.
It is the bait with which the enemy lures you in, urging you to come closer, one step after another. Be wary, Elantark. Your intentions may be noble, but they are sending you down a dangerous road.
I'll be all right. I've learned what I want to know. You have my gratitude.
As you wish, Elantark.
Okay. Oh, so that allowed me to ask about a homeworld. Okay. What do you think is happening on Janus right now?
How dare you speak of the Lilithon, after you doomed her with your idleness? The monkey ruler is still alive, which means she continues to poison the world's spirit and serve the cursed Cylon Thresh. When will you do what you have to do? We know how to wait, but even my patience is coming to an end.
Why did you agree to join me? Is it not strange for an Aldari to be following a human?
The outcasts my path led me to had a saying. Let me translate it for you. If you fall off a cliff, grab the roots and do not ask if they belong to a weed or a noble rosebush. You are the root I grabbed, Elantark, because I fell off a cliff. My homeworld is gone. My kin are either dead or hiding no one knows where. By joining forces with you, I may be able to nurture a seedling of the truth I so deeply yearn for.
Dagon, what's going on, man? Hey, oops, she doesn't like you. The bee is not. Don't worry, we got time. We'll warm her over. We're going Lich Path and Wrath of the Righteous. They should have Archlich Lich Path. I would love Archlich. It's kind of odd to me that you don't have that option. I'm gonna align holy liches, so imagine a lich casting radiant spells instead of necrotic spells. That would be amazing. Amazing. Maybe we could do a Space Marine one-shot of Wrath and Glory in the Discord. I would 100% be down for that, Hensler. At some point, I feel like we should do like live stream, like a tabletop session in the Discord for the channel. I definitely, one of the focuses I have for this year, and I say that, but it's like just a goal in my mind. I haven't fleshed out what I need to actually do in order to make this happen. But I definitely want to get back to putting a greater focus on expanding the amount of people in the Discord. Like when I first opened it, I did a couple of giveaways, a couple of contests. I did some things that kind of pushed people towards it. And then all of that stopped, and I think a lot of the growth stopped. So I want to definitely spin some things up that will push people towards the Discord more. But I haven't yet figured out what's the method for me to be able to do that. But I feel like once we have more people, it's going to be so much easier for us to have those tabletop sessions and some of the other things that I would like to do in the Discord community. I feel like I'm not using Discord to its full potential, obviously. Don't think I was in a car. Not likely at Heretic run. We'll see. I'm going to try. I'm going to give it the old one, too. Not sure of Pathfinder, but a Lich in D&D casting positive magic isn't possible. At least at 3.5. I'm not sure about Pathfinder either, but still, Archlich has always sounded very interesting to me. Fun fact, the Harlequins have an archive of forbidden knowledge known as the Black Library. Only those who have overcome the temptation of chaos can gain access. Interesting. Oh, I'd love to see you continue your interview series. Love the one you did with Renfail. Yeah, there was a time where gave serious consideration of doing a podcast, but I decided against it because, you know, with a podcast, you have to be sure that every single week you have that new content coming out, and it's hard for me to know the exact time frame at a decent time where I would be able to sit down and have a conversation with someone for an hour to 2 hours where there be no distractions. Like with the live streaming, it's fine because I don't do this until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. And so I know that I'm going to be available. Whereas it's hard to tell people, hey, I would love to interview, but I can only do it at 10 o'clock at night, you know? And during the day, half the time my daughter's around or I'm doing work. So I decided there was just no way I'd be able to dedicate the kind of time and the kind of space that would be necessary for it to work. But, you know, you bringing it up makes me think about maybe instead of making it a full podcast, I could just have interviews and episodes. And every so often I find somebody who I feel like is interesting for me to interview and just put out an interview with them, you know, and just provide people with an interesting experience. I would actually really enjoy doing that. Tell me about your kin in your home world.
I refuse to discuss this with a monkey. We are but traveling companions who happen to be following the same road among the stars. Do not even try to get under my skin. It will not work.
My issue with Space Marines in general is that outside of a few chapters like Salamanders, they are basically like space Nazis. The only reason they aren't the bad guys is because chaos is worse. Who isn't a Nazi at 40K? Looks like in accordance to Steam charts, RT had about 9,000 less players first month than Wrath, but had 15,000 more than Kingmaker. So it looks like Wrath may have had some COVID boost with its numbers. Possibly, but that does mean that more than likely that Rogue Trader sold enough to do a sequel, right? Because they had Kingmaker, and after Kingmaker, they still decided to move forward with Wrath of the Righteous. So I assume if Rogue Trader did significantly better, then hopefully we can see a sequel to this game down the line. Also, Salamanders also space Nazis. If one was in your party, Yrilet would not be having a good time unless she likes being on fire. Wow. That's interesting. Allow me to ask you a few personal questions.
What do you wish to talk about?
Tell me about yourself. Who were you before you came to Janus?
I followed my path. Do you know what a path is to the children of Asurion? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves through the labyrinth of existence, inside and out, in life and in spirit. It is both a journey and a fortress. It protects us from she who thirsts. To stray from the path is to fall into her dark embrace. The first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw. My second path could have been that of a warrior, but I chose differently. For the ability to see called me beyond the boundaries of my homeworld. Though not everyone was pleased by this decision, I stepped onto the path of the outcast. I gained the freedom to choose, to question, to doubt where the others merely bow before the wisdom of a Farseer who dictates the will of destiny. And I will follow my path until I reach its pinnacle.
What's it like for you being on my ship?
It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world, I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuriani, are born and dwell on craft worlds. To find myself on a moving world again, even one such as yours, is a source of much joy.
I thank you for your answers.
The words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say.
I have been mulling over our conversation, and I can understand why you do not like people, but I think there is something else, something I cannot understand.
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another.
Oh, she already said that.
You and I, Elantak, look at this world in very different ways.
All right, that's the answer she gave me in the last
And I
conversation.
see many
Am I
more
still unworthy of
facets
discussing
and
your
deeper
world and your
meanings?
kin? Ah, saying nothing. Okay. All right, take my leave. Excellent. All right, a lot of dialogue, a lot of conversation. I really, really enjoy the lore regarding them. And I completely ignored it during my dogmatic run because, of course, I didn't want to expose myself to heresy. So it'll be interesting to see how things develop. Although I'll probably end up having to kill her in this playthrough as well. So it is what it is. I want to order shipping. And let's see, we got you. What's going on with you? Hey, look at you. Mobile extractor. Some portable thing and a precise las gun. Excellent. Is there anything else? Oh, you got a heavy plasma gun. That's interesting. You got this. That's interesting. What is this? Bead of concentration. The wearer gains an additional 1 action point for each consecutive turn that the wearer has not spent movement points, and this stacks up to 5 times? Wow, I like that. Stun grenades, that's nice. Deadly repeater, that's interesting. After using run and gun, the wearer gains plus 15% cover efficiency. Huh. Fortress world. Ooh, heavy armor. All right, so that's all very interesting. Okay. That Eldar kid shot first with my bullet. Did bird that what Eldar kid. About to say that. I think the worst example when he discovered a human colony was worshiping primitive space elves, so he killed all of them. Oh, wow. Was raided by Dark Island for centuries until Vulcan came and then make distinctions between Eldar type. That is some messed up stuff becoming close to liches that can happen in D&D is either through Warlock of the Undying or the Sorcerer route. Liches, wait, I thought liches exist in D&D though, right? Opticon, there's nothing for you until I go back and give you some food. And then let's see, you get a bolter. I don't care about that. Also, you can also get torment bracelets from here. That's interesting. Automatus amulet. If the wearer inflicts the burning, burning, you get +2 stacks of this effect. Ooh, I'm a fan of that. What do these gauntlets give you? If you haven't, and it doubles if you have it moved. Heavy stubber. Ooh, Psyker breastplate. Chance of trigger phenomena. Huh. Doom warp guide staff. Vortex pendant. Ooh, the wearer gains +5 willpower each time their abilities affect an ally. And this stacks. Warp surge. On the first round of combat, the wearer gains a number of additional attacks equal to their psi rating. Alright, so if you're a psyker, this is really where you want to go. I didn't realize that, but now I do, so hide those that I can. Boom, 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 boom. Bam. It's gonna take some time, but we'll get there. All right, Ladam and Rizzo, what's going on with you, girl? Where's area attack? Grim, War of the Void. Oh, all warp damage is increased. I'll definitely take that, so sure. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Got 7. Still doesn't do anything. Okay, that's fine. Reza, and then down. Oh, that's right. Okay, I don't. Holy gifts. You're not a fan of me at all, huh? Oh, well. Everybody can't be a fan of me. It just is what it is. Oh, we don't have any trophies for you? Oh, man, that kind of sucks. Thought we would. Oh, well. Okay. Good enough. Let's get back to it. They exist, but you yourself cannot become one unless the DM allows it, as far as I know. Oh, interesting. Example. People used to say salamanders are evil. His Vulcan killed an Eldar teenager, but that ignores his brother Curses was goading him, and she killed 12 of his men. Plus, he didn't feel good about it after his temper got the better of him. Damn, Eldar teenagers are rough. What's going on, Steven? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think the lore and the information regarding surrounding Space Marines is really, really cool. So I would love to see more RPGs where you can make use of them. I understand that there are a few first-person shooters, though, where you are able to use them. In fact, I think we decided on the channel when the new Space Marines game comes out, we're definitely going to give it a whirl, even though I usually don't play those type of games. We'll see. Lord Captain, I hasten to report the disturbing news brought to me by the machine spirits of the ship. The matter is extremely delicate and concerns Lady Cassia. You see, since our first day aboard, her presence has been a disturbance to the crew's way of life. If you'll allow, I have prepared a detailed report. Deliver your report. The first incident occurred immediately after our departure from Yrilet 5. The Lady Navigator chastised one of the ship's runners, after which he went to his living quarters, killed his family, and then shot himself. The second incident was noted while traversing the wharf. The Lady Navigator gave the pilots the wrong instructions, and the void ship was thrown off course. For a matter of minutes, but this was long enough for the forces of the Immaterium to anger the machine spirits, enough for them to start a fire in the service bay. After that, officers living near the Lady Navigator's quarters began to express extreme emotions: hysteria, apathy, euphoria, rage. This is quite detrimental to crew morale and performance. The last incident was reported on Footfall. Around 100 living birds were delivered on board during our stay on Footfall. Each bird cost a hefty sum, but I have failed to discover their purpose and subsequent fate. I was also told about a conflict between the Lady Navigator and the Seneschal. Alas, with no details. If you like, you can ask Master Rosarian directly. Things are even worse with Jay Hadari. I intercepted a Voxcast in which she promised she would, and I quote, end the Cassia if she ever saw her again. Oh, wow. If I may, Lord Captain, the Lady Navigator's state of mind worries me. She is self-contained and does not mesh with the crew at all, which is why everyone avoids her. Even senior officers can be superstitious. I fear that only you are in position to talk to her on an equal footing and improve the situation for the sake of the crew's safety and that of Lady Cassia herself. We'll look into it. Big fan. Love 40K and love you talking about it. Thank you, Steven. Glad you've been enjoying the content so far, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, this is where this ends? Oh, so we have to go around over here? Oh, here we go. This is where we're trying to get to. So I guess we've got to come up around here and then go back over there. Okay. Or are we supposed to go through here and then that connects to here? I can't remember. I cannot. You know what? I think I am supposed to come up through here. I think we're supposed to go up through here and then that connects up here. You know what? We'll figure it out. First, we got to go in here anyway. Unfortunately, most Space Marines are unlimited as far as choices go. They don't have the range world traders have with the freedom, so I don't think they make good CRPG leads. Maybe JRPG. What about a commissar? My understanding is one of the book series that a lot of people love. It's a commissar who runs around getting into interesting adventures and meeting a lot of cool people, right? So would they be a good alternative, potentially? What's this? Archaeotech mechanism. Okay, you know what? I never completed putting that thing together. I never found all the pieces. So hopefully we can do that this go round. I wonder what it gives you. Yeah, 40K is dope. I've only dabbled on the war game over the years, but I enjoy the lore a lot. Yep, I've definitely come to be appreciative of the lore. I think it compares very well with both D&D and Pathfinder. So now I've got 3 different worlds of potential CRPGs that I can dibble and dabble with as developers create more and more games for it. So great stuff. You know what? I'll throw one more because I do feel like it's kind of low. And that's all she wrote here. So let's move on. All right. Could be that I'm supposed to go around here, but we're going to go this way and see how this works out. Lord Captain, I bring dire news. A feud has broken out between the clans that maintain the void ship arrays. Rumor has it that the late Lady Theodora was seen on the lower decks, and so one of the families called for rebellion against the usurper of the void ship. That is, you. So far, no one believes their mad tales, but unrest has begun at the fringes of the compartments. The Shield's enforcers are ready to eliminate the instigating clan or pacify the entire Void Shield crew. The decision is yours. Pacify the entire Void Ship crew. Void Shield crew. Those who succumb to the provocations of the unruly are no less guilty. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. Oh, Janice has begun a new stage. Here we go. I roll playing my Warlock of the Undying, who was born from Vecna when he was living and later became a lich, and he left all his knowledge to my character to follow in her father's footsteps. Nice. That sounds like a good time to me. It's the same thing. Commissar Siathis Kane is a kooky character, an atypical commissar, but his whole story is being in a job he's trying to escape, and he does it for centuries. Oh, he lives for centuries? I didn't know that. I thought he's human, right? I guess some special things happen that allow him to live for longer, or I guess when you pass through some of the warp engines or black holes or whatever, time works differently, right? So he could have ended up living for centuries that way. Your ladyship, there are an alarming reports coming from Janus. A number of strange mutations have been spotted among the population in remote agri complexes. Aside from the obvious disfigurement and the subsequent estrangement, these mutants, called wretches by the rest of the colonists, are coming together to practice a primitive form of religion involving ritual worship of the land. While they display no disobedience or hostility, their very existence is concerning. Governor Vyas suggested the mutation may have been caused by one of her genetic experiments aimed to improve the working populace. She notes the docility of the specimens and asks not to treat them as abominations that would otherwise be purged. The Janus nobility humbly awaits your decision. What do you know about these wretches? Their mutations cause the loss of skin pigment and the shedding of hair. The eyes of some have started developing a nictating membrane similar to that of reptiles. Others succumb to progressive atrophy of the larynx, causing the loss of human speech. At the same time, their tendons become denser and more elastic, providing increased endurance and load resistance. The wretches are commonly ostracized due to their grotesque appearance. There haven't been too many cases of mob justice yet, but they will become commonplace after the mutation's deformities become more obvious. The wretches tend to form groups with similarly afflicted people. The average level of intellect is low. They all belong to the labor caste and communicate among themselves using a primitive vernacular of their own invention. As for their barbaric religion, they are deifying both the soil and Janus itself. To them, working in agri-complexes is a form of worship, which has had a positive impact on productivity. What do my advisors have to say? I saw your agents' pick recordings, the signs these Monkey leave behind, their idols, and I cannot deny a pathetic, though extremely abstract connection to the symbols of my people. Their guttural prayers echo the sounds of the children of Assyrian speech. The probability of them having come into such close contact with our civilization is non-existent. yet they are still somehow connected. Protect these people, resettle them to distant abodes where they will not be harmed for their peculiarities, and keep watch. Someday, the truth may be revealed. The blessed sanction of the Imperium does not grace these mutants, but nor does it declare their existence anathema. Should we sentence them without further study? There are mutants whose existence is fully sanctioned, such as Ogrins, Ratlings, Pariahs, Pelagers, Felons, or Troughs. Our library had many treatises on the generator's craft, and I can impart some of that knowledge to your servants. Purely theoretical, of course. This mutation has not been properly studied and is missing from the catalog. I am not registering a basis for delaying the commencement of immediate genetic purification. I recommend launching a thorough investigation into the genetic makeup of this forbidden strain. So I could watch them, which gives me Heart of the Nameless, increases the Lord Xenos by 10, and if the wearer has Iconoclast Adherent, which a couple of my people do, it'll increase all skills by 10 instead. That's very useful. Or I can increase my efficiency and lose security, or... Oh, wait. But I'm also gaining Secrets of Mutated Flesh, which gives me plus 10 Marazhai. Who cares? And is this version of Secrets of Mutated Flesh? Yep. Okay, no question. Resettle the wretches into separate agri-complexes where the crowds will not tear them apart. We will study them. I feel this Monkey had been touched by something wondrous. The mutants were resettled to district agri-complexes where their unorthodox appearance will not put them in danger of being massacred by the serfs. The mutants were put under surveillance. One of the watchmen spotted a mysterious relic in the hands of a group of wretches that turned out to be an item of Xeno origin. It is unlikely the mutants understood the nature of the object they worshipped. Boop, boop, boop. Excellent. Humans can receive juvenate treatments to extend their lifespans. Abelard mentions getting them. Oh! That's a good call out. That's a good call out. Did I beat you to it? It's all right, Dagon. You'll get it next time. So does Medicine just make you heal for more? Yes, and there are some higher level medikits that can only be used if your Medicine score is high enough. Me as a DM for my group, I'm doing Voidborn race, going Death Knight, which is the more melee lich class. Imagine Dullahan. Nice, okay. I'm doing Voidborn for my Iconoclast run. Okay, that's all done. Now, let's see. Which one of these do I want the most? Grants an additional area attack that affects all adjacent cells around the wielder. Plus 1 damage per character in the party. That's interesting. Scorcher. The user gains plus 1 AP and immediately resets cooldowns on all attacks and attack abilities. At the start of their next turn, they gain 1 stack of stagger that lasts until the end of combat. Interesting. Or Seeker of the Weak. All enemies suffering from burning, toxin, or bleeding suffer a 30% penalty to dodge. Huh. You know what? I'll take that. All right. Yeah, I think, out of all of them, I like this the most. So in order for this to be done, I need Dark Sages. In order for Dark Sages to be done, I need to have more reputation with Casbalika Mission. And it's going to block me from completing Capella Biologist. So other than that, I'm good. Oh, wait. So here. Contract available. It's going to give me some chemicals and give me some Promethean. I'll take that. So, yeah. We'll do this one. All right, and chart new routes. Where does this allow me to go? It does allow me to go up here. Oh, and I can go down here. Excellent. Okay, so I got options. But wait, you know what? I think it locks me into over here, though. I don't think it's going to let me go over here. We'll see, though. We'll see. Can you still recruit the elves if you're dogmatic? Yes, you can. I am doing an Imperial playthrough first, so I don't offend Argento, who carries my party in battle. Argento will still stay with you if you do an Iconoclast run also. And the elves will stay with you in dogmatic up to a point. Up to a point. So if you go pure dogmatic, you can't keep them the whole run. The thing with undead and D&D that throws me off is they are linked to the negative energy plane, so positive energy hurts them. Plus, there's a type of undead that are positive, so it feels like holy spells should just kill them or cost a hand. Yeah, it makes it annoying to have them. I really enjoyed my Lich run, but not being able to use positive energy to heal myself, it was annoying for about half, maybe 2/3 of the game. Also, I'm allowing living weapons and armor to be implemented. Ooh, Voidborn in D&D is just spirits born from the void itself. Interesting. It's been a long time since I did D&D tabletop, and when I did, I chose the boring tiefling choice because I just really wanted to go that route. If I ever do another session, I'm gonna play around with more of the race options and see what more of them can do. And doesn't care what you do until deep into the game. What Slander is doing, I would be worried. You sight a ship hovering over a void station. The vessel bears no identifying marks, but the landing craft swarming the station below makes the situation clear. Pirates have seized an Imperial outpost. The augurs detect that the pirate ship is warming up its engines and quickly reloading its cannons. It is preparing for battle. Attack first. Ha ha ha! Gotcha! Ooh, I wonder when I change parties.
Can lead us to victory.
No, okay, it's cool. They still kept all my people in my void ship. Excellent. Okay, so we've got 4 characters that we got to deal with. Okay, are you? You're not quite in range. But we can do this. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh. That only did a little bit of damage. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Guess we'll do this. Excellent. And you know what? Let go of my torpedo a little bit earlier than that, but it's fine. Let's put the shields up over there. Yep, that's fine. And then, yes, 3 of them. Let the chips fall where they may. See what happens. Hey, look at that. None of them had enough to do anything to me. I will take it. Quick class heal, no way. Exactly. I could deploy from here, but I'm pretty sure it does more damage if it hits directly. So there we go. We'll do that. Excellent, excellent. This is going nice so far. This is going nice. I don't have any complaints so far. Fortunately, that's all she wrote. So I'm gonna switch it to the front. I think that might be where they go instead. Yep. Okay, he's trying to hit the front. Oh, nope, he hit the side. Damn it. Yep, and he's hitting me up nicely too. And he's going to do the same thing. Damn. Yeah, they're completely lighting up my side. Oof, 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 oof. This is not good. Whoa. Not good at all. Not good at all. That was not well done on my part. So imagine black energy with no physical body. Nice. Warborn, which you can see 120 feet in true darkness like it's broad daylight. Oh, nice! I am disappointed in your ship name. It's very un-40K-like. It needs to be the pitiless retribution of the void or something pretentious like that. You know, this is an excellent point, Dagon. Unfortunately, I wasn't prepared to pick a ship name when I got to the point that you're supposed to pick a ship name, and I was like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Couldn't come up with anything good, so I just went on ahead with the Normandy, Old Faithful. But you're right. I could have tried to take the opportunity to be a little bit more creative. That's my bad. That's my bad. Axe, what's going on, man? How are you? Hope things are going well. Yeah, I guess we're over here. And you. Oh wow, that didn't do a whole heck of a lot, but we'll redo this. And we're facing forward, so yep. That. Or yep. Shielded. Much better.
Another hit and we will be drowning in the void.
Oh. I really hate the whole on fire thing in situations like this. And I have no way of hitting you. And they destroyed my my torpedo, so I'm just screwed all the way around. Alright, this is what it is. And there we go. It kind of sucks. I'm almost hurting myself more than the enemy is actually hurting me, but it is what it is. Okay. You're human in WH40K. You're not braggadocious or crazy. You're doing it wrong. I will keep that in mind when I do another run through of the game. You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? Here, hold on. First, we'll do it like this. Let's see, is that close enough? It is. Even though I'm doing this on the shielded side, so that kind of sucks. But whatever. Damn, I can't get a good angle on him, can I? Damn, nope. He could be going from the front or he could be going from the side. Hard to tell which one. So I just gotta roll with it. And he took out one of my my torpedo yet again. And now he's behind me yet again. This dude is annoying. Annoying. I'm simply grabbing this right now. Oof. And he's all the way up there, so I can't reach him. I can't reach him, can I? Oh, see? Oh, and he's still on fire? Is he still on fire? No, he's not still on fire. Oh well. But he was. Woo! That's all she wrote. Okay. Got that far. Just to be absolutely sure that torpedo doesn't magically get. Oh no, I can't go even further. That's unfortunate. You know what? Here, can I? That's not good. I feel like he's gonna be able to get to me. Can I turn you around the other way? There we go. I can adjust you some and see how that works. Yep, that works perfectly. I really hate that I have to continue with the turns even when I know, like, hey, even when there's no ship to control these torpedoes. Like, shouldn't their targeting come from the main ship?
I have missed
there
this.
we go. And we're ready for an upgrade. Is that true? Looks like it. Playing Iconoclast, and I'm so full of myself, it's great. I think my character saw a mirror and was stunned like for 20 turns. I actually am playing a kind of class as Amanda Waller. So yeah, she's all about making the deal and getting people to work together, but she wants to do it in as evil and cruel a manner as humanly possible. There we go. There we go. Get that hole up. Yes. What's this? 3 shots dealing 21. That's 63. So that is more actually. 4 shots dealing 21. This is 56. Short side. So yeah. Broadside. Oh, but it's not. Oh yeah, it's still a macro cannon. So yeah, we'll use that. Add to cargo. Scrap required for the next one, 215. Then upgrade. What's that upgrade looking like? What's it gonna let us do? Focused efforts. Ooh, allow us to use another option. Shield pulse. I do like vulnerabilities scan as well. That's an option, but you know what? Yeah, we'll go with this. Expeditious reload is also nice. Shallow jump is also really nice. Man, there's actually a lot of really cool ship options, but vulnerability scan, only 1 weak point can be highlighted. Yeah, let's do this. And you know what? I'm gonna take vulnerability scan. Apply that, and then post. Let's see. Your ship is reaching a new level. I know that. Swing run. Can only be used during the de-escalating phase. Why are you the master? Oh no, that does make sense. You're a master cannoneer. All right. 100 scrap. Use current ability once, and it can be upgraded so that. Oh, so that it does not expend shields. Oh yeah, that's definitely something we want. So when we got 100, we'll definitely use that. Warp channeler. This can increase warp wave, so that it does more damage. 100 scrap as well. Okay, and then this can cause the damage to be increased to 35%. And then the weak point is never located on the other side of the ship. Definitely another upgrade that we want. All right, so definitely want more scrap overall, and this is good enough for now. Wonder how much it would cost to fully maximize your void ship. I'm not sure if it's possible. I think it just barely is. I think it's just barely possible to completely maximize it. Oh, this is an actual station. Okay, I'll check this out in just a second. Did you lose a Dark Eldar and Idira in Dogmatic, or can you fix the Psyker? I think you can fix the Psyker in Dogmatic, but I chose not to. My Dogmatic character, once she lost her shit, he was like, okay, that was enough. That was enough of this. Argenta, do what you're supposed to do. No, we're not going to get plus steel. Waller. I'm enjoying it so far, Marcus. Ooh. Ooh, that's what? That's 99? Ooh. That's actually really nice. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. We will take that. Oh, nice. Just leveled up. This cold, windy planet is covered by a raging sea of mustard gray grass so tall it reaches an average human's waist. The monotony of the endless steppe is occasionally broken by chains of murky green lakes, but the Augur crew spots a far more interesting anomaly, a scar running several dozen kilometers deep, splitting the world's equator in two. After 2 exploration watches, the crew intercepts a faint signal coming from one of the labor settlements in the deep chasm. Due to the unstable connection, the foreman mistakes your vessel for a winter-scale ship. One was due to arrive 9 cycles ago. The foreman grimly reports over the weak channel that the adamantine ore deposits on the world are nearly depleted, and that the planet will be fully mined out in less than a decade. With some difficulty, he picks up enough words to understand that the ship in orbit belongs to another rogue trader house, then awkwardly apologizes and falls silent. At some point, the connection cuts off completely, and you leave the foreman and his prospectors to wait for their real master. We'll take the provisions though. And now, fix the Psyker with a bolt round to the head, huh? Exactly, you know it. Ravaged Void. Honestly, Argenta was probably having aneurysm and not being able to kill Idira. Exactly, she was all too happy. She was all too happy to comply. I'm interested in how that all ends with an Iconoclast run. If it ever gets to the point that Idira and Argenta see each other, not necessarily as friends, but maybe on more friendly terms. We'll see. Oh, I remember this. Isn't there an option right up here?
How fascinating.
Yes, there is. Yeah, this is no joke.
Unexpected result.
An unexpected result.
Embrace true power.
Yep. Pause here. Do the same. I'm in chapter 3, so I'll see, I guess, but I doubt it. So you're doing okay. So you said you're doing Iconoclast right now. Okay.
Time to leave my mark
I'm
upon
still
the
in
galaxy.
chapter. Yeah, I'm still in Act 2, so I haven't gotten to Act 3 yet. Yeah, so you're ahead of me. Really wish they had done more with Heinrix being an Imperial Knight. They're actually really needing the war game. Basically a race of mech pilots. Ooh, I guess they didn't do more with it since he doesn't have mechs in this game. So this costs 2 action points. Increases their MP, their agility, and their action points. I kind of want those action points. But I'll also want it until the end of combat. All burning conditions will deal 2 times psi rating more damage, and every burning creature in combat immediately suffers damage. You know what? Yeah, that's definitely what I have to take here. And then what are you supposed to take? I think I'm gonna go with Bulwark. And then this, you are supposed to have athletics. There we go. There we go. You get another one. So we could go with Warp Curse Unleashed. All incoming warp damage is increased, and other types of incoming damage are increased by 5 plus the Navigator's willpower bonus, which is 9 right now. So that'd be by 14%. At the start of their turn, the enemy closest to them also becomes cursed. And this lasts until the end of combat. I think it's kind of hard to let this go, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. And then Jay, she's gonna get another one of these. Kill Zone, let's go. Or no, I like the Kill Zone. I like the Kill Zone. I'm gonna stick with that. Heinrix, you're also going to take, well, first you're going to take Demolition, but then you also, oh, you can't take Warp Speed? Why not? Oh, snap, I never got Psi Rating 2 for you. That's not cool. That was a mistake. All right, you know, and I guess I'll get Death Whisper, but damn, your whole build kind of needs to be redone. That was a mistake on my part. I screwed this up. Because now things are all out of whack and in the wrong order. But you know what? Here, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're barely getting to use any of your attacks anyway, so who cares? The creme de la creme. Where is it at? Is this it? Yeah, Psychic Assault. Let's go. All right, you know what? That means we need to do the formations a little bit differently. Do I really want Abelard to be in front anymore? I think no. I think Abelard being in front of doesn't really make sense anymore. Abelard is not the you know what? This whole, the way I'm doing this doesn't really make sense now I think about it here. This makes more sense. And it's easy. You up front. And then I want you here. You, Idira, are the focal point. I'll keep Abelard here because I do kind of want a tank. It's got me thinking. It's got me thinking. Cassia's definitely the person I want up front. Then we can put Idira here, and I guess Heinrix on this side, and then Jay in the middle so that she can give extra turns to whoever she wants to. In fact, we could do this a little bit closer because, frankly, the first thing Cassia is going to do is give her an extra turn. You know what? Yeah. Let's think about this completely differently. When this kicks off, Cassia is going to be first, and she's only going to be able to use officer abilities. So her first move is going to be to give somebody an extra turn. That person should always be Idira. Either I'm going to do chain lightning, or I'm going to do the cone mental attack, or she's just going to use the mental attack, right? Then next up is going to be Jay, and then Jay is going to give Idira another turn again. Then Cassia is going to go. She's going to use all of her stuff. Then, I hate to do this, but it kind of makes the most sense. You know what? No. We're going to keep Abelard kind of up front, and then you could be right behind, and then Heinrix can be behind you for those times where there's people coming up from the other side.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
And then let's go like that. All right. Heinrix can be surprisingly nice to Idira, so maybe Argenta can too. Oh, really? Oh, that'll be interesting to see. So yeah, if as an Inquisitor, Heinrix should probably be more aggressive. I think maybe he's more aggressive if you stick with Dogmatic.
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle.
Oh, the absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
All right. I want you over here. You can go over here for now. You come down here with her. You... Yeah, these guys... You might end up going over there. We'll see. Now her... Oh, that's right there. Sniper dude all the way over there. Can't forget about him. Yeah, Idira doesn't get a turn very soon. So, you know, we're going to keep Idira up here. And then where's Jay? Jay is right here. I'm going to give Jay can immediately give you a turn. Cassia is going to actually need to be closer up here because she's going to give you a turn first. Let's see if that works out. Well, you see how big Ulfar is. I don't think a knight will fit. Sadly, when you join the Inquisition, your knight house doesn't let you keep your Gundam, even though that would be awesome. Man, it'd be crazy to play a RPG setting like this that allows you to use Gundams all the time. Was a story when an assassin killed a knight with the Exodus rifle from 2 kilometers away with a broken arm. The book was nuts. Awesome. Just a giant robot with a little rosette hanging from it, barging in, yelling, "Inquisition, freeze!" You know, the Heretic playthrough and all, but every time I hear Idira talk, all I can think is this lady is a walking bomb. Yep, I think they do a great job of establishing that when it comes to Psykers, that they're really, really dangerous people, and it's dangerous to just allow them to be on your team. Great job establishing that. Ooh, kinda weak, but it's all right.
Will do.
Give you a little bit. Give you a little bit.
But of
and
course.
Give you a little bit. And it's done. And then, ooh, so she can come out even more. That's exactly what she actually. No, we're going to just bring her
Be
out.
careful not to cross my gaze.
It's fine. Now, Jay, she is going to
Am I getting
up the
paid
stats
for
some.
this?
And she's going to make your ranged attacks more lethal.
Don't get too cocky.
And she's going to increase your
You've got a
bonuses for that.
problem, I've got a price.
And she's going to ensure that they take a ton of damage from your lightning. And, oh, she still got one more. You know what? Yeah, let's make absolutely sure that these dudes
Don't get too cocky.
I like the idea of that. And then...
I can do that with the right incentive.
make it happen, Captain. Let's see what happens. You all should go down for the count.
Was that you? Farewell.
Yep, they're all gone. Excellent. And let's see, that's done. And then Jay could go wherever she wants to. But I think I'm gonna have her stick behind here, except and she can see over here. So if I
Am I getting paid for this?
oh, and then actually we should give Cassia some dodge. And there we go. Now, you. She wants everybody to come down here.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Excellent. Wants everybody to come down, and then all of you can be weakened. And then let's move the front line so that the sniper is within
If you
range of this.
insist, Lord Captain.
And then, oh, come on now. I can't, I don't have an angle where I can also get the sniper. That's unfortunate.
The fury of House Orselio.
Excellent, but we did that at least. Can I hit you? No, I can't. And in fact, I can barely hit anybody. It's unfortunate. I can hit you. Oh, wait. What am I thinking? How about this? Can we do it this way? Is there any way? They still won't let me hit that sniper. So irritating. But it'll let me do this. And that did a whole lot of nothing. Super weird. But she's got this option. You know what?
They who discern the
Can't
future
even move.
own the battlefield.
There we go. Can we do this? Yes, we can. And that's going to massacre a
If
bunch more
only you
people.
knew what awaits you.
Excellent. And oh, and then she still has another, she can still use another attack. So
Will
we're gonna
do.
Put some more on you. And then we'll do some of this.
On it.
Oh yeah, 84. You didn't like that at all. You were not a fan of that. And then
I
she's gonna
will
put this on
triumph.
you. And then is that you? Yeah, it's you. So I'm not gonna. Damn, I shouldn't have brought Idira out because he's gonna get a turn, and he's gonna use that turn to absolutely annihilate her. Oh wait. She's going to get another attack. Okay, so fine. Let's go from
Step
5.
aside. The navigator is coming.
And ooh, and it's only gonna cost you 1. That's nice. 1 action point. So ooh, and is this gonna
Isn't
obliterate
this a
you?
job for the serfs? As duty demands.
It is. You're out of there, boy. You are absolutely out of there. Now, most likely, yeah, we don't have access to any other people over here. So that's unfortunate. That's kind of a waste, but here. Where's Abelard? Yep, we'll give this to Abelard. Any other buffs we can dish out? Not at this time. She could do something more. Let's see. She can move, right? She could move around. You know what? She's gonna go ahead and do this. I don't know who it's
If you
gonna
insist,
impact.
Lord Captain.
All right. All he's gonna do is get a little bit closer. So you know what? She's going to come
Battlefields are
down,
always drowned in scarlet.
and then she's gonna give. Oh, she can't give herself any more dodge. Yeah. All right. No, but even if she moves this, still not gonna have the desired effect. So, you know, can we give you? Nope, we can't give you a buff. We're just screwed. All right, fine, whatever. All right. Ooh, they actually were in position to attack, huh? Why does he have so much of his health off? I have no idea what that's about. All right, where's Heinrix? Heinrix is over here, so I don't really want to use your heroic act because you're not in a position to make the most out of it. You are in a position to make sure that the next person who comes around can make full use of their heroic act, though. So we'll do that, we'll do that. And you know what, can you...
I won't object to it.
We'll do some of that. Do some of this, of course. Oh, and of course he needs to put it on himself. Let's do that. Before the witch explodes, Russian people. A friend of mine wanted to do a Gundam RPG once. Despite knowing nothing about the setting, I spent a night in a bottle of Jack throwing together a simple rule set. Nice. I thought my prototype was pretty clever. You played a pilot with a mecha, and your tools were based on pilot skill plus mecha stats. Paired roles autocorrect. Made up sincerely parody characters for testing the expendable test pilot. Nice. That's Gundam. Imperial Titans are some of the coolest. She was basically walking churches with war horns the size of cars. Oh wow, that sounds awesome. I made 2 Titan games. I think one a strategy, the other was mobile. I don't think either was great. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. There we go. Now
Ravage and conquer.
bring her down here, and then let's see how this goes.
Reshaped.
For a heroic act, it comes off as well, I guess you know what? It's probably more of a balls killer if
One step
if there's
closer.
if there's only a ball standing there, I
Purpose
can see how that
guides
could be a
me.
balls killer.
This is beneath me.
I only had 3 level. Okay, fine.
A blood-soaked tribute.
There we go. And she's not gonna be able to see all the way over there. And actually, she can see over here at all. Here, let her come down some. Now she can see you. She could do a good deal of damage towards you, or just absolutely obliterate you. But you're not attacked. You're not moving anytime soon. I'm gonna let Avalar deal with you. I'm not worried about you. I'm more worried about you. So let's do that. All right.
I need
do
no
some
guidance.
of this. And do some of this. I
Purpose
don't remember if
guides me.
somebody put Enfeeble on you yet. Do some of this. And then move over here. And 73%.
One step closer. Accept my offering.
Only a couple? Interesting. Alright, whatever. We'll figure it out. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
That is unfortunate.
A tactically sound approach.
Let's go ahead and get
At your
all of
beck and
you out of the
call.
way. Oh, nice job, Avalar.
Orbital strike.
Very, very nice job, Avalar. And then here, we're gonna double up on this. We're actually gonna do some flame, which only is gonna do 6 damage to you. That's so paltry. So paltry. But we're also going to do, and this is also apparently going to do nothing to you.
I will triumph.
Why is the damage against you for this so low? What is going on with the damage? Anywhere from 4 to 8, and then base damage anywhere from 13 to 21. Then he has deflection, and then he has the armor. Interesting. Okay, fine. You're still alive, but am I concerned about that? Not really. Whoa, wait a minute. Why can't he move anywhere? Oh, that's right. He just did his attack. He just did his attack. So can he trust you? He cannot. Can he trust you? Looks like he cannot. So either way, he's kind of screwed. Why is it that I have, it says, oh, I've already done my regular action, so charging is the only thing that I can do. All right, so, you know what, fine.
Victory is imminent.
And you know, we might as well do
Indeed.
this as well. And then this, okay. Because Heinrix can deal with old boys, so she can, see the problem is, yeah, she doesn't have a good way to get over here, so
There is movement in the
might
Empyrean.
as well just do this, and then
Be gone!
there we go. And in fact, now that I think about it, ooh, and she obliterated him with the pain channeling. Woo! Idira is more and more seeming like a monster.
Was-
All right, she's going to increase
was
her
that you?
willpower.
Or
Then she's going to increase his
anything
dodge and
else?
parry. And anything else? Anything else? Yeah, I'm not worried about the rest of these guys. Oh, whoa, blue horror. Oh, snap. I didn't even realize that I had done that. God dog it. All right. Honestly, some heroic acts are so weak compared to others, I just never use them. I'm starting to think that Inferno is an example of that. And then, as well is that I add realism to my system and combine all money types to make it easier for those who don't understand current economy. Plus, giving everyone 500,000 gold. Nice. So you give your starting gold to get living weapons and armor that level and grow with you. 136. Unfortunate. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do
Tell me,
that.
and it is
then
done.
who's best suited? Let's see. Can I? No, I can't do that. I give it to her. Here, what if I come all the way over here? Damn, still can't reach her? Oh, wait. If I do
I
this...
can do that with the right incentive. You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
There we go. Move you into a different square. And then I'll also, yes,
Me?
lower your stuff.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Excellent. And then, you know what, you will go ahead and move closer. Now. Excellent. And I think I'm gonna give it to you. Right? Does that make the most sense? Yeah,
Wanna
sure.
see a trick?
You should. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But of course.
Lovely. You're out of there. All right. Now, unfortunately, she still is not close enough to be able to do anything with the rest of you. But we will in time. And Jay cannot move anywhere, so she's just gonna chill. And now,
I have
I
read
can't remember.
tomes of
Does it let me
military
do this to them
tactics.
from up here? Yes, it does. Or some of them at least. Not the whole thing. Here we go. Here we go. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Yep. And then we could do.
I'm
I
not
think it's
accustomed
this.
to
I
being
can't do
ordered
from up here.
around.
Oh, maybe though. Let's see.
Face the
There we go.
navigator's might.
Boop 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 boop. Any of y'all burning? Probably not. There's only a couple of y'all left anyway. All right, and then she'll go ahead and do
Isn't
this.
this a job for the serfs?
That didn't really help me, but it's okay.
I am a navigator,
Increase her
not
dodge.
a servitor.
And chill out here. Okay, now.
I'll
you
put my
do that,
psychic abilities to use.
And
Let's
you
see to
run
it.
out. Up, yep. Adeptus Titanicus Dominicus was the piece of game. Yeah, it looks like it's a bad one. Yep, appreciate the subscribe, Kenneth. I probably should turn off that alert. I think I get subscriptions consistently enough where I probably shouldn't celebrate it every time it happens. At the start you can give all your stuff. No. Hard for me to say Frost without having ever played the game, but I like options. You know, I like the idea of, hey, you can choose whether or not you want to keep your gold or go with the living weapons. Me personally, I would always go with the living weapons because that sounds really, really freaking cool. Let's see. If I go over here, do I have enough room? Nope, I don't. And I probably can't reach. Yep. So what about this? Can I do this? No, because that's direct. So do you need this? No, and you don't need it either, right? So yeah, we're good. We're just gonna have to skip it. He's gonna. Oh, he's a flamethrower guy. He's a flamethrower guy. That's interesting.
My place is at the fall.
Much, bro. Let's do this.
I will do my duty.
And then we're gonna do this. More damage than usual. Oh yeah, you really didn't like that. And then he's gonna say, you know what? Since you didn't like that, let me just go ahead and walk up and give you a wee bit more. How much is this? This is 2 AP. Yeah,
at your beck and call, an exemplary strike.
Kill the psycho.
Victory is imminent.
Real pleasure, real pleasure. Let me go
at
ahead.
your beck and call.
Out your misery. Out your misery. And there you go.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
It's a wrap.
I will do my duty.
All right, and this guy's stunned on top of that. Just
cover me.
It's just not happening for you. Just not your day, huh? And Jay's next. But Jay's really not in a position to do. Oh wait,
I
no,
can
she
do
can
that
give you an
with the
extra
right
from up here.
incentive.
If I may, try to die with grace at least.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Very nice. Very, very nice. He's crazy. Murder hobo navigators. All these dittos appear. Yeah, I'm a fan of Cassia. Fan of Cassia. Absolutely makes your game easier.
I tread a path unexplored.
Ooh, what's this do? Grants +10 bonus to ballistic skill, but it's specifically Aldari equipment. All right. No problem, Yrilet. I'll make sure that gets to you. And we don't need
the world will bow.
Oh, special shotgun? Nullified shotgun. I don't need that, though. And we'll let all that go. Anything over here? Ooh. You? What you got? Yukari Clave, and look at you, Radiant chest plate. I know who can use that. Oh yeah, this is a significant increase. Nice. I'll take that. What about this other boss over here? What do you have? Gil the Psycho, unstable flamer, plus 5% armor against human enemy, grants the wearer's ranged attacks 2 times rate of fire damage. I think that's the helmet I had Argenta using in my dogmatic.
The opportunity.
Take heed, rogue trader.
Great effect. Ooh, what's this? When the wearer ends their turn, they remove burning, bleeding, and toxin from adjacent allies. Then the wearer inflicts bleeding with a power of 10 plus 2 times number negative, remove negative effects on all adjacent enemies. Ooh. Increase the user resolve by +2 for each level iconoclast while decreasing all characteristics by 10 until the end of combat. Does not stack. Very interesting.
Embrace
very interesting.
True power.
Embrace true power. Always add. Always add. I don't need this, right? Yeah, we're good on that. All that. So.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
And this was a very, very nice haul, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice haul. I'll take all of that, and yep, we cleared it.
Intriguing.
Nice, nice, very nice. I think it's a fine DM style, but I'll be wary of realism. It starts impeding on entertainment. But I think there are not enough living weapons in fantasy, so always good to have them. Only 40K has bodyguards armed with anti-tank hammers. Gotta love it. My first session is going to be a royal crypt. The longer the group stays in crypt, the necrotic energy slowly kill living enemies unless their character is undead themselves. Going to start them there? Isn't that going to be isn't that going to be kind of difficult for them to adapt to? Or I guess that's the point of it, right? All right. Forgotten Twins, Nameless Stars. Sooner or later we need to get to that, but first we're going to move forward here. Always quit drugs and then forget to use. The bridge is thrumming with the sound of endless officer reports, the hum of ancient mechanisms, and the buzz of servo engines. Among the usual servants bustling to and fro, the Lord Captain notices a flash of flame red hair. What's that about? Flame red hair. Oh, Yrilet. You posed a question to me not long ago, Alantech, and now I'm here to present you with my answer. With fluid grace, Yrilet emerges from the shadows of the captain's bridge. Her face seems to glow under the luminous light, her expression slightly more pensive than usual. You have my complete attention. Then listen closely to my answer, Alantech. You may struggle to comprehend what is to be said, being accustomed to reveling in your own might, skewing the world to suit yourself. Pitch your understanding not toward my words, but the sense that lies hidden in the shade of their sounds. Yrilet half closes her eyes, her words unfurling slowly and melodically. You try to split the world into pieces, to fragment it into light and dark, truth and lies, self and other. But I see the world as a single whole, and in this lies its simplicity and complexity. It is not enough simply to see the world and hear its voices. You must understand it. Think of the Lilithon, the world on which our paths crossed. What is it truly? What is its essence? The Lilithon's magnificence comes not from the green of its vast forest, or from the depths of its waters. Its beauty is in the word, in the way it dances on the tongue. And even you, Alantech, can sense it. Try. Say the word, slowly, delicately, casting aside all stray thoughts. Feel. Perhaps then you will see. Close your eyes, empty your mind, and speak the word. Lilithon. The world around you fades, and your perception instantly narrows, coming to a single point of focus on the tip of your tongue. Leave. Your tongue delicately tickles the roof of your mouth, and the sound slips along your throat with incredible silkiness, warming as it goes like a sip of fresh recalf. Lay. The tip of your tongue touches the same place again, and air softly rushes from your chest, the sound like the susurration of leaves as the wind weaves through a forest canopy. Then, your tongue taps your front teeth, and a gentle vibration spreads through your body, sending a shiver along your spine. Guarded interest gleams in Yrilet's eyes when your gazes meet again. I think I am beginning to understand. If your words are sincere, Alantech, then you are capable of seeing more than you do now. Instead of the lifeless clamor of monstrous mechanisms, the roar of engines, and the discordant voices of your followers, I hear and attend to silence. It arises in moments of spiritual serenity, and in that stillness, we become witnesses to the transformations of our own inner world. Monkey lives pass so swiftly, you rush through them for the sake of a chosen goal. But thoughts of transience and loss frighten you. and so you drive such thoughts away and drown yourself in the daily tumult. But it is from fleeting moments which enter our lives and quickly vanish from them that the soul's fortress grows, a moment's blooming, an hour's wilting. The splendor of each lies in its ephemerality. So too, the memories of those who have left our side and no longer walk the path with us. And in you, Alarm Tech, I see much more than just another monkey. Your true essence lies in your will, which is capable of changing the world around you and within you. It lies in your ability to create and to understand your creation, and in your ability to destroy. It lies in what your kin's minds cannot grasp, what their primitive sight cannot behold. But I can see it. I never expected to hear you say such things in reference to me. I am but speaking the truth, Alantak. However, I ask you not to make the mistake typical of your kind. My words contain no insinuation, nor any call for you to act. Your soul shines brightly in this world. I see you, and this will never change. That is all. Thank you for telling me how you see the world. And what do you make of it, Alantak? How differently do you see the world? I also see something greater in the world around me, something deeper than the outer guise of things. It's actually true. It's not in the way that Yrilet would probably want. Oh, just put drugs and forget to use them. Me too. Me too. Unless the game is really, really hard, where to the point where you've got to use just everything in your inventory. That always happens to me in RPGs. I equip drugs, I equip things I could use, but I never end up actually getting to the point that I use them. Starting at level 6 because the undead deal double damage in their territory. Okay. Have that drug that makes you immune to all warp damage you get in chapter 1. I quit that and forgot to use it till chapter 3. You know, for me, it was always hard to predict when I was going to be encountering warp damage, so that's why I didn't bother with it. Unless a paladin or cleric purifies the ground, the energies will continuously deal damage. I hope you're using people who are used to these type of games then, because otherwise I think there's the possibility of them getting wiped very early, which could or could not be fun. It kind of depends on the group you have, right? So yeah, I see something great in the world around me. And what does that mean? Yrilet asked, with all of her attention focused on your words. The world is full of random occurrences. I recognize this and surrender myself to the courses of fate and chaos. I understand. There are times when something sublime can arise from the accidental combination of colors on the celestial palette, or from the tangled threads of fate of two souls weaving together at a particular moment. In this unexpected and elusive instant, the world acquires a particular allure. Yrilet says nothing for a time, silently watching you from under her half-lowered lids. Now that we have shared our truth about this world, I would like to know if your thoughts about me align with those of your kin, Alantak, or if you see me differently. So I want to see romantic content, but I'm not sure if I say she's beautiful and alluring, that could be a turnoff for her, right? From within, evoking disquiet and a craving to know what is hidden from my eyes. Do not worry, I'm not attracted to you in any sense of the word. Okay, you know, we'll take two. To me, you are a foreign yet beguiling world, Yrilet. I hope that one day I will come to know you, and on that day, my own world will become much deeper. Yrilet goes still and looks at you intently, as if seeing you for the first time. It seems there are many facets of your soul that I have not considered, Alantec. Interesting. I accept your answer, and thank you for speaking with me. This is the first conversation on board this vessel that has truly brought serenity and joy to my soul. Nice. All right. Since we're here, I think we were also supposed to talk to Cassia as well. Yeah, that's a huge turnoff. After Yrilet Convo 2. There we go. I'm also adding a shrine that, if found and properly used, will purify the whole tomb and halt the double damage, but it's hidden. Okay, so that could be a fun aspect of it, making it significantly
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
I have heard rumors that you are not getting along well with the crew. Panic flashes in her ruby red eyes, and your heart starts beating a little faster while your hands go cold.
Not here. I'm begging you. Aren't noblemen supposed to discuss such things away from the servants?
Let's go to my study. No one will disturb us there.
Then lead the way, and I will answer all of your questions.
Go. What is it you want to talk about, Lord Captain? I have nothing to say to your unfounded accusations about my conflicts with the crew. I cannot recall my having a single quarrel with any of your people during my time aboard. The messenger you rebuked butchered his own family and then killed himself. I haven't rebuked a single errand boy on this ship. Cassia ponders this for a moment. Ah, I think I remember. A kind young man with a shy smile and skillful fingers with too much rotten ochre on his shoulders. I grew tired of the disgusting color and advised him to lighten his burden by casting the weight off his shoulders. He did not come the next day, or ever again. During the warp voyage, you gave the wrong orders, which led to the vessel shifting off course and the surface bay being destroyed. I saw something in the warp, something vast, predatory, shimmering with indescribable colors. It came from nowhere and stared at the ship with hundreds of hungry eyes right there in our path. I decided to change the course while it was still possible, but did not want to sow panic. Would have been better to tell the crew we were heading straight into the monster's gaping maw. The officers are reluctant to be quartered next to your chambers because of the constant emotional outburst it causes them. Some even maim themselves and others. I already told you I cannot control my abilities. What else do you want from me? Will I be assigned a pariah chaperone? Or will you put me in suppressing shackles? Would you mind telling me why you needed 100 species of bird and what you have used them for? Admittedly, I am at a loss myself. The day we arrived on Footfall, I sent a request to the ship's quartermaster and asked him to get me a songbird. But he never asked for clarification, and shortly before we left, I had a countless number of cages delivered to me, all wrapped in bright red panic with flickering tints of fear. There was a bird in every one. I was so excited, I thought I would have 100 friends instead of just one. They were squeaking so piteously, I let the poor things out. I even fed them my breakfast and dinner. But the stupid birds would not stop chittering, even after bedtime. They were dashing about the room, smacking me in the face with their wings, and defecating. Wow, that's rough. I became angry, and suddenly they started pecking at each other's eyes and attacking me. Then I became afraid, and they fell over dead. I do not think I want to keep pets anymore. I think I have heard enough. Will you share your thoughts with me? Wow, they were defecating all over our room apparently. Kind of wonder if Alcat knows what Monkey means. Sometimes it feels like they don't. Not blaming them for that, but 40k lore is vast, so it's easy to miss stuff. Besides, they constantly just throw that word out, casually in books. What is Monkey supposed to mean? So usually, of course, I would try to get her to learn more about the people around her and become a kinder soul, but we're doing a heretical run, so none of these actually say heresy, but I'm going to assume the last option is the closest to it. Everyone who has dared to slander you will be punished. There is nothing reprehensible about your actions. Thank you, Lord Captain. I hope your people won't soon forget the coming lesson in humility. Their stinging backs will help to remind them. Very well. Since we are done with this misunderstanding, I would like to change the subject. It would only be fair for me to ask you a few questions now, wouldn't it? Cassia hesitates and continues in a less confident tone. Do not mistake me. I am not going to accuse you of anything. It's just that you are the most worthy interlocutor on the entire ship, and you are always so busy. What would you like to ask? I read a treatise by Pius de Mobius very recently, who claimed that subjects would never believe their new ruler was better than the old one unless the old one had been a tyrant. No matter the circumstances, the low-born rabble become deluded about their prospects and rebel in favor of their base desires. What do you make of that? Unless I must refrain breaching law. I just don't want to, as gradually you shit the bed, and no one will ever take power from you. The loyalty of subjects can be bought with penance. Lower tax, stolen festival, feed the needy. Greatest gesture once every cycle will exalt you in the eyes. So two things, to abuse power and to bless their babies. Succeed at both and born as they become necessary. I wish I could persuade, because I feel like this is the most heretical option, but it's also an option I wouldn't succeed at. So I guess go with Lore Imperium. Your interpretation of this classical text is not entirely correct. If the subjects have grown accustomed to the ruling house, all the sovereign must do is refrain from breaching long-standing traditions. Just unwanted laws as gradually as you would shift the bed of a flooded river, and no one will take your power from you. Yeah, I guess we'll take that. We'll take that. It's a derogatory term from Eldar legend. She's basically calling you an ugly, cannibalistic, idiot barbarian. I feel like consistently when I see it, that's the way it's used. How have you seen it used where you feel like they don't understand it properly? Cassia thinks for a moment and then smiles. Indeed, I was not wrong about your marriage or your ability to hold a conversation. I hope my second question does not confound you either. According to the 20 tomes penned by the preacher Ostak Istefan, the Forgotten, mercy and cruelty go through the world hand in hand, but people flock only to one pan of the scales. Would you rather inspire fear in your followers or be magnanimous and choose all? I guess we'll take the fellowship option, the 70%. That's the one we're most likely to get anyway. I really want to take this one, a reputation for ruthlessness. Is that not the greater mercy? One must be a tyrant, a friend, and a jester to one's subjects. What matters is that to clearly discern which role is required at a given moment. There is so much power in your words, power that makes me want to join you. I understand now why your subjects are eager to follow you. I admit I was afraid we were too different, and yet you helped me realize that I can be candid with you. Please, do continue. I must confess that sometimes I can hardly bear the burden the house has placed upon me. I feel I am not doing my best. Tell me how you, heir to a protectorate, can bear the responsibility for billions of lives day after day and not stoop under all the weight. This inner turmoil is clouding your mind. My protectorate, my subjects, my title are mere resources that I am using solely for my own ends. Thank you for your patience, Commander Highlander. You are helping me to see the world in different colors. A novel experience for me. Our conversations hold a special place in my heart. Allow me to bid you farewell for now. I am heading back to my chambers to consider today's conversation. Alright, hopefully I haven't screwed up the possibility of making her more heretical. We'll see. 10% dodge with the willpower is more than 50, which it is not. Oh, so she gets 10% dodge. She's in cover, and I don't need more of this. Okay, fine. Always add to cargo. Always add to cargo. They call you that even if they respect you. Like when a Dark City event happens, she should stop calling you that. I get an audio lock, but she still uses it all the time. Got you. Okay. In general, they say if they say that to you, they have zero respect for you, and you should be on your guard. Okay. So when the relationship improves, she should be calling me something else, but that's not what actually happens in the game. I agree. I see what you're saying. She cannot use any of these sniper rifles. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Add this to inventory. No, keep that. You know what? This is not gonna get any use. We can let that go. We can put this in storage. Unstable flamer. I'll keep that around just because we can let this go. And this 115. Yep, this is superior. We'll give that to you. And then okay, this iconoclast. All skills by 10, right?
Never in 1,000 sectors.
Oh, wow, this is a ring. Oh, okay. That's weird. Based upon the symbol, you would think it's a necklace. And there we go. Increase for all of them, so we can go ahead and add it to cargo. What's this? Using reload for any weapon costs 1 action point less. Once per turn, when awareness goes to critical with a pistol in its attack, costs 0 action points. I guess it could take this for now, but it's not really gonna. Well, you know what? Actually, person who technically would help is her. She could use that, and then she could use this as well, and then none of us can use. Yeah, nobody that I'm gonna have on the team on a regular basis will use this. So we can add that to cargo, and then when the wearer ends their turn, fix bleeding. You know what? Marazhai might use that. So we'll go over here. Whoops, no, we won't go over here. We'll go over here. Almost 1 a.m. It's almost 1 a.m. for me as well. In fact, it's time to it's just about time to call it quits for the evening. I just want to stop by the store real quick. So I talked with Cassia, she's good. Oh, you know what? Didn't Pasqal mention something about wanting me to do something over here? And he wanted me to investigate something. All right, I don't have to wait. I would like to order you reputation. I got some trophies, right? Yep, there we go. Pirate trophies. That's it. What is this? Some diary from someone. All right. There we go. Finally, one. There we go. There we go. There we go. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, now, Opticon. You know what? No, that's not the one we want the most. Casvalika mission. I know we need to increase you for one of the planet things that we're trying to do. Needs me to have more reputation here. Oh, I needed I think it said I needed to go up to 35K. All right, that's all I can get from you for right now. Rizza, what about you? You got a few things. Still just level 7. Opticon, we'll go for you now. Okay, you don't have anything. And then finally, you ready for level 1? Nope. Okay, cool. Done. Done. They tend to switch from monkey and humans if they're trying to respect your feelings. It started right with a long story why her sister met with Helda, and she was more hopeful when he used human. Can't you sell the diaries? Oh, maybe. I have to check on that the next time I'm at one of the stores. You might be right. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, wherever we were. All right, we just got here. All right, cool. It does let me go back out here, and so I can make my way up there. Excellent. Very nice. Very, very nice. Could not remember how that worked. And void station, okay. And here. A strange and frightening discovery was made at one of the sites of this frozen world. Countless human bodies suspended in the clear ice of a glacier. The bodies showed no signs of injury. It was as they dived into liquid water the moment before it turned to solid ice, freezing them in place with their eyes wide open and their hair fanning out behind them. Searches uncovered nothing that could explain this mystery. Finding places was so hard the first time through. Oh, you mean like the places where you could advance the story? Well, still, nah, we're not getting more still. Let me check my contracts though. Ooh, I got Prometheum. There we go. Explorator Void Station. When the Road Trader's ship approaches the Adeptus Mechanicus Void Station, it is met with the hostile scrutiny of the station's defense lasers. An Explorator Lex Mechanic, who introduces himself as Service Unit 42, dispassionately inquires how the station can be of use to the Rogue Trader. Give trans uranium elements. Plunder the station. Propose to trade of resources with the Explorators. Upon consulting data from the station's main cogitator, Lex Mechanic Service Unit 42 confirms that the station requires rare trans-uranium elements or natural gas for research of an undisclosed nature. For its part, the station cannot offer the Rogue Trader anything in exchange at the moment, but the Adeptus Mechanicus representative on footfall would certainly repay her for her aid. Okay, leave the Explorator station. I have to remember to come back here then. Yeah, I wandered everywhere but where I was supposed to go. Yeah, it helps that I played through the beta, but honestly, even in the beta at first, it was really, really hard. They made it a little bit easier to find the places. It used to be that if I was sitting right here, this still wouldn't pop up. Like, you had to get right up on it in order for it to pop up, which was honestly very annoying. Lord Captain, we have an emergency. We've received word that there's been a sighting on the lower decks. The Voxmaster's voice breaks. A sighting of Lady Theodora. The messages we have received are incomplete and vague. Little more than yelling and hysterical claims. There are reports of casualties and unrest. The compartment in question has already been sealed off, but I thought you might want to look into what's going on for yourself. The situation is delicate, and what's especially disturbing, there are mentions of Idira to last being present at the scene. What is Idira doing there? Idira broke her microbeam, so I wasn't able to find out anything from her. But, Lord Captain, Idira is a psyker, and we are in the warp. You're the only one who would risk setting foot in that compartment. And if you do not, we will never see Idira again. I beg you, Lord Captain, do not ignore this matter. Despite the carefully maintained distance, Victus's voice is trembling with fear. I'll deal with it personally. I need the exact location. Right away, Lord Captain. All right, somebody's here is not supposed to be. Argenta, no, we'll take Yrilet instead. Oh, the pet witch is going crazy again. Yeah, she is, but I think we're going to cut it off here and deal with that next time. I'm really curious how this goes on a heresy run, though. Idira's a doe, a familiar. What's going on, Dragon? How are you, man? awesome. All right, you all. I think we're going to go ahead and cut it here. I do have to get up for work, but as always, it was absolutely a pleasure hanging out with you all. If I have time, I definitely plan to jump on tomorrow. Like I said before, I want to make sure we get this playthrough done before the end of February. We still got plenty to go, so I'll definitely circle back if possible tomorrow. But I hope you all enjoy today's stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. I hate cliffhangers. Sorry, Dagon. We'll have to pick it up next time. Take care. Have a good night. I can't complain at all, Dragon. Can't complain at all. It was a nice stream, and I had a nice day. Take care, man. Have a good one, Axe. Take care, Frost. Gonna get back to my Elnia Kingdom game. Nice. Hope you have a good time.